Mic test, 1, 2. Welcome to the academy. Let's see. Are we ready? I hope we are good. I'm not so sure that I can see everything. Live chat. And let's see how it looks like on the phone. It looks like on the phone. It is amazing when you have to like check your own live stream and stuff. It's always cool. I'm trying to say that I can see myself. The ads are running per usual. And then I give myself a thumbs up. Still like unskippable ads and stuff. It's taking too long to load. Why? Why is the live stream taking too long to load? Let's see. Hey, Country Boy Magic. Oh my God, long time, brother. How you doing? How you doing, CBM? I'm just trying to set up my stream here. Giving me problems. I hope it's audible enough and stuff. So I think we are good. We seem to be good. It seems to work. I've just checked. Welcome, Country Boy. How is Germany? What's going on? How is Germany? It's been a minute. I hope Germany is amazing and treating you well. It's been a minute. I haven't seen you dancing for a while. I need to check. I haven't seen you dancing for a minute. I haven't seen any of your notifications for a while. Hey, Cheryl. Welcome, Cheryl. Cheryl, I'm writing you a message over the weekend so that we can see how your schedule looks like next month. Remember I told you that I would be honored if you are to co-host the Sunday service with me so that we can get to know who is Cheryl. So I will write your message. I will write your message over the weekend, and then at least we can plan it. A day in April, a Sunday in April, preferably, and then I can run you through maybe what topic I think I would want us to discuss and whatnot. But thank you so much for listening while in the background. Country Boy Magic says, God bless. Thank you so much, brother. Tamsak, Marami, Salamat. I have missed you, brother. It's so nice to see you. Oh my goodness, it's been a minute. The beauty of sharing. Yes. Country Boy Magic, let me see. Country Boy Magic has always been doing very well when it comes to his videos. He's one of those people that at least his videos have always been. What happened to my YouTube? Usually, I know the screen goes blank when I decide to start chatting and stuff. But anyway, let's see. Hey, Eva Kika, welcome. How are you doing, Eva? Welcome, Eve. How are you doing? How is your family? How is your son? How is your daughter? How is your husband? How is your husband? I'm glad I made it, guys. I wasn't so sure I was going to make it to the live stream. I was thinking I was just this close. To typing on my community page. Class has been postponed until next week. I was just this close. But anyway, I made it on time. I took a shower. I settled in because it's been a very busy week, but at least I'm glad that I made it. Country Boy Magic is on the road to 100K. And he's been doing very well. Country Boy Magic is the one who does videos after every several months, and I think I always catch up in nearly all. Yeah, Country Boy, at least I always find that I've watched all your videos. Because the last time I haven't watched the one you did 9 days ago, but I've watched the one you did 2 months ago. There's one that is coming up in May. Country Boy does videos once a month, and anytime he does videos, they're always going viral for some reason. So welcome, brother Country Boy. Eva Kika, you need to check Country Boy Magic's channel. He's been my brother for the longest time on YouTube. He's based in Germany, and his videos do very well. This is one of his support channel, but you need to check out his main house. You'll thank me later. Eva says we are doing well, Uncle Goga. Yes, I'm the uncle to those kids, Eva's kids. Yeah. Yeah, so I was saying I was this close to almost like postponing the class, but then I was like, you have to show up, Goga. Goga, you have to show up. You have to show up. You have to show up. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. Uh, I'm looking so fresh. Let me tell you, I came back. I was this week. I've been doing like I've been doing like one of these random challenges where I walk for like about 20 minutes. If you saying I am single, country boy, nobody asks. I like how country boy had to say that here. Country boy, country boy, why did you volunteer that information? I am single. That is so funny. I'm like, that was so out, that was so random. I am single. Oh my goodness. Eve as a sister. Eve as a sister, we can link you up. Eve as a beautiful sister. Goga, you don't cancel the class like that. No, if it's because I was running late, we've been having this. I've been having this training going on the entire week. So the training started on Tuesday, which was yesterday. So today was day 2, and I'm the one leading that process. So we were leaving the place. I think it was late. It was like, and like the guys. This is incense. Don't think I'm smoking and stuff. Because I know some of you here will be like, "Goga, why are you smoking on the live stream?" Nope, I'm not smoking. Just like, just lighting up my nice lemongrass incense. It looks very. You can see it's a very like it's a very beautiful. I love this. I love these incense sticks. They did not have sage, but this lemongrass smells really good. Like if you're in my house right now and you could smell this thing, it's not like it's not pungent or anything. It just smells amazing. I like lighting up incense when I'm just touching the live stream. I do this every morning. I do this every evening in just during my meditation and stuff. So now because I did not like get here on time, so I'm just trying to light it up so that at least it can be in the background as I do this. And then of course we always put it on its incense box. At least I tried to clean my incense box. Last time it was very dirty, so you always have to like put it on the incense box like that. You can see how it looks like on the incense box, and then you just close it. When you close it, it comes out so good. Like you can see how the smoke is coming out. The smoke is coming out from the holes, like it's, and then you just let it like actually place it on top of my cabinet and stuff. Yeah, so I love lighting up incense. It makes me very, I don't know, I like it's very peaceful. It's very zen, honestly. Uh, JC says, how do you know if it's been demonetized? Do they take off the green indicator? Yes, JC, welcome. Hi, JC, welcome. JC, you're not in the office in your million meetings. Welcome to Calamity Jen. Thank you so much for coming in. Yes, that happened to one of my videos, and that's actually why I want to discuss this topic because I got one video demonetized, and it was a very interesting. I rarely get demonetized on my videos because I'm one of the people. I tend to think I'm very clean, I'm very tidy when it comes to content, but they caught up with me 2 days ago, so I had to go through an appeal process with them, and yeah, so it's been, but we've resolved it. We've resolved it, and that is what I wanted. That's what inspired this topic today, because you may get a video demonetized and you end up like getting panicky and things like that, but apparently sometimes it's just a YouTube problem, and I had to like tell them it was their problem when I went through the appeal process, and the human reviewer agreed with me that this was not a demonetization level kind of a video, and we sorted it out. And it inspired me because I realized that there's most of us may be having this like videos that we are posting. It can be videos, it can be live streams, it can be Okay, shorts not really much. Shorts, I mean, shorts are always like shorts always get like the short end of the stick anyway. And then I said it's perfect. We can discuss this as a topic because I'd not even planned anything like major to discuss today. So it was perfect. Hey, Title Pro, welcome, brother. How you doing, brother? Title Pro, how is Toby? What's going on? What's up? What's up? How is the US? How is the States treating you this morning? And why you type in brush? Why you type it? Why am I seeing translator things on my chat? It is very. Let me say that I can find myself on horizontal, on vertical, because I did not. There is no way you can turn on this vertical thing when you are doing YouTube directly on. Like I'm currently doing the live stream directly on my what do you call this thing? I'm doing the live stream directly on my PC. So I'm not using StreamYard, I'm using YouTube Direct on the desktop. So I'm just wondering how am I able to see vertical level kind of things on the live stream? Like Title Pro has typed something in a different language. So I want to see what he typed because it has already translated it, which is interesting. That's why I'm like fascinated. Let me see. Oh, this one. Oh, she's ended her live stream. Oh, ouch. Let me go to somebody's vertical live stream. Somebody who is live on vertical. Anastasia should be live right now. Title Pro says, all is well on my side. Toby is good. I am working. How have you been? Oh my God, I'm so tired, Title Pro. It's been a very busy week. Like I was telling Eve just before you came in that I almost canceled the academy today because I've been leading this training for my colleagues, and I'm the lead person when it comes to capacity building around. Okay, too much information. Yeah, so I'm currently leading that process, and it's running the whole week. So I was this close to canceling the class, but the good thing we ended on time, and then there was no traffic getting home. So I was dropped off somewhere, and then I just walked to the house, showered, got in here. I'm ready for the class. And Eva Kika says, Guga, you cannot cancel class randomly like that. And I'm like, sometimes life is happening, and you think you have control over it, and then you do what you can. But I'm glad you're great. I'm glad you're great, Title Pro. And working is good because it shows you are busy. Even JC has finished her meetings. Calamity says, I noticed gifts on horizontal this morning. Oh wow, we don't have gifts yet in this side of the world. It's one of the things I really hope they can give us one of these days, because I know gifts is a very American thing. Oh wow! Wait. I got. Sorry. Never mind. I only see gifts when I'm using like. I only see gifts like when I'm using a VPN, and I'm in the States, because there's normally a VPN I use and it takes me to the States. When I use that VPN that takes me to the States, I always see gifts when I click on people's dollar sign. But when I'm in my typical Kenyan address, I don't see gifts. Even on American chat, but you only see it when you only see it like when you're on what do you call this? When you're like on these other channels. Let me see whether I can. Yeah. Gifts should be global. I mean, I agree. I think we are beyond testing stage with gifts now. We are beyond testing stage because I know for the longest time they only gave like America. I think America, even Canada and the UK did not get. I don't even think. I don't even think these other countries have. I think it's only Americans who have gifts. Red Room just saw them the other day, and the Red Room is in Canada. So I think they need to. It's time. Honestly, it's been like nearly a year now since this gift thing. If there's any experiment they've been doing, the only thing I've always wanted to know, JC, is you've turned off your thing, but the people who receive gifts, I've always been fascinated to see how they count the gift, like what do you call it, the gift money, like on AdSense. Because super chats, at least you know where you stand with YouTube. I'll get the 30% that goes to IRS, um, and the 70% that I get to keep. Sorry, the 30%. Is it 30%? No, I'm mixing you guys up. You keep 70%, then not 70. Jesus Christ. No, you don't keep 70%. You keep like less. Why am I saying 70%? I am not that. Why am I thinking YouTube is that generous? No, you keep like I don't know what you keep. Guys, I'm slow. Having coffee here. Get my coffee here because clearly I need, my brain is still like having it's rebooting and stuff. How much does YouTube take, by the way? The IRS takes like 20 something percent. Then YouTube takes 30%, and then you keep the balance. Yeah, so it's not like really 70%. So so usually I think you know where you stand when it comes to super chats and memberships and those kind of things. You do know that they are going to take like they're going to take 30%, and then they're going to like divide with you that 70% that is remaining. So I've never understood how gifts work, like in terms of their financing. Oh, JC says it's like $1, 1,000 is equals to $1. Oh wow, only. Oh, that's why you can give as many gifts as possible. Oh, now I get it, JC. Now I get it, JC. Because I've never like understood how it works. So I've always just assumed that it's it's one of those things. I've always just assumed that because I always see a lot of gifts pop in, like when you're over at JC, when you're over at all these other, when you're over at BOK, and people are throwing poop and stuff like that. But I've never known how it's like quantified. Let me see. I'm not seeing myself on vertical. I'm just trying to scroll. I'm just trying to scroll around vertical streets. I am not seeing myself anywhere. I would have found myself here, but I'm not here. So I actually don't see myself on vertical. So yeah, this does not the YouTube Live Direct on the desktop does not really give you the luxury to turn on the vertical stream. Unless yeah, it does not, unless you have like a streaming software. So in case I was using StreamYard, it would have been easier to have done to have set that up before I started sending the stream over to the live stream. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, so they translate rupees. I have 1,228 rupees, so that is 12 USD. Oh, wow. Okay, okay, now I get it. So it's like divide by 100, or by, yeah, by 100. When you divide by 100. Okay, so I get it. I get it now. So if 1,000 rupees is equals to 10 USD, makes sense. Makes sense. So it's in the equivalent of 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. Okay, makes sense. Okay. I hope they get us gifts. I hope they get us these gifts because I think they look amazing. I always love seeing gifts on people's chats and stuff. They always look amazing. I hope we get yeah. No, no, you're correct, Jen, because it's like about 100. So because I've just divided your 1228 divided by 100, and I got 12.28 as you said. So it makes sense. I do hope they roll them out globally, because at the moment I just see it in the United States. Because when I'm watching American channels, I can only give them like a super chat and a super sticker, but I don't see gifts. But when I use a VPN, I definitely see the gifts. And I like how they keep popping on the screen so beautifully. They always look so nice when they are popping on the screen. And I think that's one of the reasons I would really want to have gifts when it comes to like a revenue stream. But they're taking too long to roll it out. Hopefully they'll be able to like do it very soon. Guys, without further ado, let me start the class so that at least we can get through these notes real quick, because it's important. Let me see that I can get my notes. Let me see that I can get my notes. Get my notes. All right. Let me see that I can get my notes. I always get my notes. I always have my notes. So there's only one week. I don't know. There's something with StreamYard. So StreamYard has this glitchy problem that the screen freezes when maybe when I switch tabs and I'm looking at another tab instead of the current tab. So it's a very fascinating scenario, but I don't think this one will give me problems. Let me see whether it will work. What I need to do is just to merge my tabs, because I need to look at my notes, because today's notes are so many. Jeez. There's a link that I want to pin where you can get all these rules. Yeah, the notes are so many. Oh my goodness. How long will I go through all these things? Let me just get my cup of tea ready because these are how many issues. These are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh my goodness, 14. These are 14. There are 14 topics that are not advertiser friendly. Jesus Christ, this is going to take long. This is going to take long. So let me see whether I can, but I can summarize them. This is going to take so long. But anyway, we will manage. Hey, Bev Artist Kitchen, welcome, welcome. Nature Lens Connect. Tandra, welcome. Tandra, can you confirm something for me? Because nobody is willing to give me receipts. Tandra, please, 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 Tandra, can you confirm something for me? I was like wondering, Bev, who is Tender? Tandra, can you confirm something with me? And if you say you're not also going to speak, then I know people have like planned, people have like decided to collude not to tell me the truth. Tandra, tell me something. You're listening, yeah? You can even skip ads if in case you're stuck there. Tandra, are you there? So I want to confirm whether you are going to hear my question. Tandra, are you there? Just the camera a bit. So Tandra, can you tell me something? Today, when you are at Fluffy Diva's live stream, when she was releasing her nice fancy song and everything, Red's Room came up on the panel. People are having a great time and stuff like that. Did she successfully raid you guys to banana or she crashed? Because I landed there and the live stream had ended. You can just confirm for me. You can just use 2 words. You're not like, I know she's watching in the bushes. Tandra, I trust you. Tandra, you are a very respected voice in the community, and I'm not trying to I'm not trying to gaslight you to get receipts. Tandra, tell the truth and nothing but the truth. You've won a lot of giveaways. I can always jump the system to favor you into winning giveaways. Give me the receipts, Tandra. Was it a successful flight or it was a crash? Asking for a friend. I just want to, if it is a crash, type C. If it is like it was a successful flight, just say Goga, don't push it. There are no receipts. Confirm. I am waiting. I love you, Tandra. I like what I like. This is why I like Tandra. Tandra can be very politically correct. Tandra can be very politically correct. I just love her answer. She's given me all I needed to know. Thank you, Tandra, for that very respectful answer. I have gotten what I wanted to know. Tandra says, all I can say is that I'm in hospital. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are the best. Thank you for giving me the answer that I needed, because anybody I have asked, they have been, I don't know, they're not like, it's either a gray area, but nobody has been running their mouth in the streets that there was a crash. So I've sent messages even to the pilots. The first person I sent a message to was Red's Room. Red's Room said, Goga, I don't want to get involved. Red's Room never runs away from drama. Redzoom totally avoided the entire subject altogether. He said, Goga, don't ask me those things. I don't want to get involved. But all I can say, and he gave that kind of an answer, all I can say is that we need to define, he gave me like a very politically answer as well. And even you, Tandra, you are trying to, but I like what you said, you are in hospital. But thank you for, that's all I need. Don't say that you did not crash. I got what I wanted. We landed, but you were trapped inside. There was landing. Okay. I landed there. I found the live stream had ended. So I wanted to just get confirmation that there was a crash. Cheryl says, I was on the flight, but I was dizzy. No, you guys, you need to give me an answer, because what is the official position? What is the official position on what happened to that flight? Because everybody is being very cagey about this flight. Nobody is willing to tell me what really happened. Cheryl says, yeah, Cheryl, I saw you there. Cheryl, I saw you there. I saw you on that flight because I was in the bush. Ask auntie and local reviewer. Okay, let me wait for them. They are going to come to the academy later on. I will ask them. I will ask because nobody is willing to give me the correct information. Miss TikTok is unwell. Miss TikTok is indisposed. She had just come from hospital today. I was so tempted to go and write to Miss TikTok on her message, but then I was like, okay, Goga, can you have boundaries? The woman has just come from hospital. You cannot go and start asking Miss TikTok for receipts when she's supposed to be recuperating. So I totally avoided sending Miss TikTok a message because I know she would have told me everything I needed to know. But she was indisposed, and we all told her sorry. She could not even stay on that live stream today. So I had to be very tactful on who I ask. The first person I asked, Red's Room. Red's Room got cagey about it, refused to answer completely, and says he does not want to get involved. I will read the verbatim later on. Tandra has answered and given me the answer I needed. Cheryl says, I was on the flight. I was dizzy. You see, these answers are not very... These answers are very politically correct. It's like you're scared of like saying what happened particularly. No, nobody's giving me a very straight answer. Cheryl says she was dizzy. Tandra says, Goga, it landed safely, but we were trapped inside. There was no oxygen. The oxygen masks did not fall off. Okay, you see? Now we are getting somewhere with these receipts. We are getting somewhere with these receipts. We are getting somewhere with these receipts. We are getting somewhere. I will know by the end of this class, I will know what went down. I will know what went down because nobody is willing to give me a straight answer over what happened to that flight. I will get the answer. Okay, let us start the class. If you have not yet given me a thumbs up, please take a moment and give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up so that we can make sure you have given me a thumbs up. Some of you, I know you've forgotten, like you need to like. I see a number of you have voted on the poll, and when I look at the poll results, we already have 13 votes where I asked, have you ever had a video demonetized on YouTube? Welcome, Juba. How are you doing, Juba Bruce? How is Jamaica? Wagwan, wagwan, wagwan. Okay, Auntie is here. Auntie is here. Auntie is here. Auntie is here. And Jen is like showing off. My husband is a pilot for those of you who need classes. Oh my God. Jen, the flex. The flex. JC, did you have to like rub it in our face? Let me pin those receipts. Let me pin those receipts. This is how people discuss receipts, even when nobody even asked. Let me pin that comment. Jen, don't delete that comment. Let me pin it for people to see. Guys, have you seen that comment by Calamity Jane? My husband is a pilot. If you all need lessons on landing. My husband is the bragging. It's not a bragging, but it's a flex. It's the truth. My husband is a pilot. If you all need lessons on landing. No further comments. No further comments. I always tell you the community is very rich. The community is very rich. They are kings, they are princes, they are pilots, real life pilots. Some of us here are bragging, crashing flights and stuff. Hey, Shanazi, welcome. Tati Sifetitsa, my brother from Romania. Welcome. Nice to see you. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Guys, are you seeing the pinned comment? Are you seeing the pinned comment? Are you seeing the pinned comment? Let me tell you, that is a flex. Like, JC, nobody even asked. But I like how she just said it out there. Those of you who need landing lessons, my husband is a pilot. I just thought you should know. Like, no pressure, but I just thought you should all know. So in case you need lessons. That's a flex. That's a flex. That's a flex. I love the community. The community is so rich when it comes to like skills and talent. The people like here bragging about their 65 to 85 inch screens. The people like bragging about their iPhones. Guys, this is the first time. This is the first time in the history of the academy that somebody just flexed that their husband is a real life pilot. The rest of you all are masquerading. Anyway, Auntie, Tandra, shh. Anybody who has been on this live stream since I started, can you shut up? Don't say anything to Auntie. I want a very objective answer. Auntie, I know you. Auntie, you are a very respectable human being in the community. Your word is law. People really trust your opinion. I like that video you did in terms of, I like the video you did yesterday, by the way. Auntie, you are a very respected member of the society, and you are also my channel member. Like, you're a member of the Green Army. Auntie, I know you are over at Fluffy Diva's live stream this afternoon. You are there. I saw you. You are working, but you are listening. I saw you there. You are working. You're not very active, but you are working, meaning you know the events that were going down on that live stream. I am going to ask you a very simple question. Don't give me like a very political answer. I just want you to give me a yes, or you can tell me, Google, let it go. That raid, Auntie, are you listening? I hope you're not stuck with the ads. That raid that Fluffy Diva did today, sending us to Banana TV. That raid. Hey, welcome, Shana. Nice to see you. How is Cameroon? Welcome, Shana. Nice to see you. Shana was. So I have to greet you again because you are clearly watching the ads. Mrs. G, your favorite auntie. I'm asking you one simple question. You are over at that live stream this afternoon. Can you tell me whether people successfully landed or people crashed? Because nobody is giving me a straight answer on what happened on that flight. I am not getting a straightforward answer. I don't know what went down because I expected to be raided. When I came back, my PC had taken me to a live stream that has just ended. So I did not, I only typed Fluffy Diva raid on the comment section. Auntie, give me the receipts. Give me the tea. Hey, Tasharia, welcome, Tasharia. Nice to see you. Don't embellish. Just tell me, Goga, yes or no. Just tell me, don't push it or give me, yes, we crashed. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. For my purposes, asking for a friend. Shanazi, thank you so much for coming in once again. I hope you're doing well. Life with Tasharia, that is formerly Frugal Mama, and I think now we are sticking with the Tasharia. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tasharia, for coming in. I hope you're doing well. Let me see. Shana says, Goga, I saw your comment on Big Banana's video, and I knew there would be a story. You have to keep your evidence. Shana, the fact that you saw that comment means even you landed there and you found the live stream had ended, right? Shana, that means even you landed on that video. No, it was not a live stream. You also landed there for you to have seen my comment. Anyway, let me see what Auntie says. Yes, all that you had is true, Goga. It was a disaster. We were stuck on the plane. The doors were locked. The turbulence, no oxygen masks. That was a crash. Take a screenshot real quick, guys. This is why you never ask. This is why Auntie, I knew Auntie was going to give me a very objective answer. Thank you so much, Auntie, for that detailed. Tandra was very diplomatic. Thank you so much, Auntie, for giving me that detail. Even Auntie, look, you see the answer Auntie gave. Even her, she's not very sure what happened, but somewhere in there she just said, "Goga, that was a proper crash. We were not breathing. We don't know what happened." Yeah, that was. Let me take screenshots real quick because these are receipts. These are receipts. Let me take screenshots for when the pilot walks in here and starts pretending to greet me. Let me take screenshots. Thank you. I've taken screenshots. I'm going to share those screenshots later on in the live stream. I need to know what Thank you. Thank you for those screenshots. I needed that. Let me take screenshots real quick. Juba says, much love to each and everyone in the house. Happy Wednesday. Thank you so much. Juba, I hope you guys are doing well. Is everything back now to normal? Is your lights back? Is your, is the internet stable? Let me know that everything is working. Let me tell you, Auntie can embellish. You people say that Goga embellishes stories. The plane ran out of gas. The plane kept circling, waiting for a refuel. Oh my gosh! Let me tell you. I should have waited for. Even Tandra is just laughing at this account of the facts. Thank you so much for confirming this information. This is all I needed. This is all I needed to know what happened. Cheryl just said she was dizzy, but she did not explain that the plane kept on circling to explain the dizziness. Thank you so much. Auntie has given a very detailed account and I've taken screenshots. These are going to be good for my Sunday service receipts. Thank you so much for that information. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness. No, thank you so much for that info. Thank you so much for that detailed info. It is very detailed. I don't even think there's any doubt whatsoever on what went down. Thank you so much for that confirmation because me, I landed there. I found the video, like 20 ended, streamed 28 minutes ago. That's what I was seeing on the video. So I just left a comment in the comment section. Hey, Margaret, welcome, Margaret. Nice to see you. How are you doing, Margaret? Thanks so much for coming in. Goga, I returned to the, Tandra says, Goga, I returned to the scene and I saw your diva raid comment. I was laughing thinking you don't know what happened. No. So Tandra, it means you wanted to share with me the receipts. So Tandra, when you wanted to confirm so that you can decide whether you want to share with me the receipts or not. Thank you. No, I was very much aware. I was there because I know even Red Room joined the panel, Miss TikTok, Miss TikTok. I was at a training. I told you guys I'm leading a training this week at work. So I cannot be very active on the chat because I'm right there in front and everything. But so what I normally do, I just open a live stream on another tab, and then I just see what are the chats saying. You can always tell what is going on when the chat is active and stuff like that. And then of course I normally mute my laptop thingy. I always press the mute thing. So I can see the chats very actively. So I knew everybody who was on that live stream. And I tried to ask a number of them, and they were all just being cagey. Either they were all paid or something happened. Nobody's willing to give me the information. And that's why I said, I will wait. I will wait for the people who are going to give me the correct account. And I think Auntie gave a very nice account. Cheryl tried. Cheryl tried and just said she was busy because Cheryl is also very decent and demure. Tandra tried and just said, Goga, let me just say, I am still in hospital. Tandra was very specific. She did not want to give so much, but she just said she was still in hospital. Auntie just sang, and that is what I needed. JC says, make sure Wild Bill's schedule is clear for next week's academy. How to land a plane smoothly. No more receipt. Guys, I just had one mishap because of this like Iran, this Iran-Israel drama. One mishap because a lot of airports are closed. I just had one mishap. I could not hear the end of it. Now, I serve a living God. Look at the things that are happening to the people who are celebrating my downfall. The people who are celebrating my downfall thinking that I will never own a jet. Look at God. Oh, I knew my prayers at 3 a.m. would work. I knew it. I am not trying to say that I normally pray. I'm normally not trying to say that I normally pray those scattering prayers, but I'm just trying to say it appears the prayers are working. It appears the prayers are working. Those people are celebrating my downfall. Shana says, Goga, they were all playing safe because tomorrow it might be them. No. I serve a living God. Oh, I feel like a pastor right now. I serve the people who celebrated the presidential jet mishap. The people who celebrated the presidential jet mishap. Look, see God. See God. Oh my goodness. I knew it. I knew it. And I like how God just said, Goga, relax, my son. I am going to avenge. But then I will come back to it. Let me stop the receipts. We need to start the class. I have taken screenshots of Auntie's receipts, and I will share them when the culprits come. But I know that pilot is watching in the bush. Fluffy Diva, I know you are watching me right now. You're just going to seal your lips, but I know you are watching because you don't miss the academy. Fluffy Diva, I will deal with you at the end of the class. For now, let me concentrate on the class. This is what everybody came to see. But I was there. I saw and I knew it. I knew there's some people here who are there on about what happened. Anyway, that said, let's start this. What? They don't have music, guys. Sorry. I know the thumbnail is very clickbaity. I apologize for like the misleading title. I know the thumbnail is very clickbaity, but there's a reason. This is why we are YouTubers, guys. You have to make the thumbnail clickbaity so that people can click on it and then they can come on the class. Welcome, Andrea. Nice to see you, Andrea. Thanks so much for coming in. Now, we are going to focus on a very hot topic. And the title of this live stream is very clear, as most of you saw on as you are coming in, the title and the thumbnail. We are going to talk about demonetized videos. I am not talking about demonetized channels. I am talking about demonetized videos, and that is literally the title of this live stream. And have you ever posted a video on YouTube? It could be a video, it could be a live stream, maybe even after you finish the live stream. Have you ever posted a video on YouTube or even did a live stream and you instantly got a yellow dollar sign? This conversation applies to people who are fully monetized. Full monetization means that you can run ads on your content. It means you can run ads on your content. So, Mrs. G, you will get the presidential contacts. You will get the presidential contacts and access. You will definitely get the presidential contacts and access. I will make it happen. I will make it happen. So, I was saying that, yes, okay. So Shana says yes, I have, and I like how you guys are voting on the poll. So after 18 votes, I see 28% of you actually admit that you have had a video demonetized. 11% of you say yeah, once or twice. So that's like about 39%. 17% of you are not so sure, and then 44% of you are saying never. Okay, that you guys are the safest people on YouTube. Those of you are voting never on the poll. You guys have the safest track record when it comes to being having a video demonetized. It is very important you understand what I asked on the poll. It is a video that is demonetized, not the entire channel. Now, it is important to understand why you get a yellow dollar sign. Sometimes you can get a red dollar sign, and but occasionally the dollar signs need to look green. When you go to your YouTube studio and then you check like your content, it can be live streams, it can be videos, it can be your shorts. You should always see a green dollar sign. This is only if you're fully in the YouTube partner program, because when you're fully in the YouTube partner program is when you have the luxury of getting these dollar signs or running ads on your videos or on your content. So sometimes when you're running these ads on your content, once in a while it does not happen often, but once in a while, YouTube may give you a yellow dollar sign. Yellow dollar sign means there are limited ads on that video. There are limited ads on that video. Sometimes they may give you a red dollar sign. You need to be afraid of a red dollar sign. When you get a red dollar sign, it means that that video is demonetized fully. You cannot run ads on that. You cannot run ads on that video completely. You cannot run ads on that video completely. In fact, YouTube will remove, you may find that, let's say that video or that live stream, when you are doing it, you thought the ads were running, and then at some point, the dollar sign just becomes orange or yellow, whatever color it is that you call it. It's normally orange or yellow. When you get an orange or yellow dollar sign, that's okay, because that means that it's only limited, but it's also problematic because you have limited or no ads, but it's not in the red $ territory. Hey, Hadjois, welcome. Mr. Russian, nice to see you. Thank you for checking in on me. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, Mr. Russian. Hadjo is my brother. Mruna, nice to see you. When you get a red $, that one you even get emails. Let me tell you, when you get a red $, you will know you have a red $. You will go to your that video in question. You will get that live stream in question. You will find a red $, and a red $ normally means they've totally removed the ads from that video. That is why I said it is important I clarify one thing. A video being demonetized does not mean that the channel has been demonetized. It just means you cannot earn from that particular video. Are we clear up to that point? It just means we cannot earn from that particular video, and I'm going to explain why shortly. We are going to go through the notes shortly. We are going to see there are 14 reasons why that happens. And it is not a you problem. Sometimes it is a you problem, but sometimes it is not a you problem. Sometimes it is driven by the advertisers on YouTube. It is driven by the advertisers on YouTube. It has nothing to do with you. When you become a YouTube partner, when you join the YouTube partner program, and next month I'm going to be having a small, not next month is May, yeah. I'll be celebrating 4 years in the YouTube partner program next month. I will see what we'll do something. We'll do like a soiree or something. Nothing big, not a big party or something like that. But hey, Poetic Tears, welcome, Poetic. How are you doing, Poetic? Nice to see you, Poetic. Thanks so much for coming in. Next month, I'll be celebrating 4 years in the YouTube partner program, and I will explain some of the things I've learned as a YouTube partner and whether this relationship is working or whether this marriage needs to be reconsidered. But anyway, I digress. When you join the YouTube partner program, there are certain rules you have to comply with. So this conversation has nothing to do with super chats. This conversation has nothing to do with memberships. This conversation has nothing to do with gifts. It has nothing to do with gifts. This conversation has a lot to do with ads. Those of you who have the opportunity and the privilege to turn on ads on your content, those are the people I'm speaking to. All right. So let me see if I can get this. So this has a lot to do. This has a lot to do with ads. This has a lot to do with ads, and that's what I want us to talk about. So if you are able to turn on ads, welcome Wamuyu. Nice to see you, Wamuyu. How are you doing, Wamuyu? If you're able to turn on ads for your videos and your live streams, this is the conversation for you. If you ever see a yellow $, just know that you're not getting enough ads on that video. If you get a red $, they may have totally removed monetization on that video, such that either that video cannot and sometimes it's caused by maybe music or something like that. As Cheryl says, Cheryl talked about copyright music. Sometimes sometimes it's caused by music that you're playing. In case, like, let's say you play music that is not copyright free. Sometimes it does not, and the artist does not like that. You may get a copyright claim. Notice I did not say copyright strike. You may get a copyright claim on that video, and some copyright claims can lead to demonetization of the video completely, where there is nothing. Maybe the artist does not want anybody to earn from their work. So that one will give you a red $. Instantly, you will see a red $. The video has been demonetized, so you cannot earn anything from ads, even if that video gets, and sometimes they even limit that video from playing in certain territories. There are some people who are very very strict with their content. When you get a copyright claim, they will stop your content from being promoted in a number of territories. And that's why they normally give you an option to replace the music or trim the part where that music that is problematic was playing, or better yet, mute that section altogether. We'll talk about that or maybe in the next class or something like that. So usually you find that red dollar signs are very rare. Red dollar signs tend to be driven by copyright issues. Copyright issues. Poetic Tear says sometimes I get copyright claim for music. The music YouTube provides. Yes, you have that. The music YouTube provides. Um, the music YouTube provides. Yes, that is very common because YouTube has rules when it comes to the shorts music. Uh, YouTube has rules when it comes to the shorts music because, and they always give you a warning that sometimes that music, the artist may decide to like launch a copyright claim on it. And that is why, yes, as much as you have the freedom to use Beyonce's song, you have the freedom to use Rihanna's music on your shorts, sometimes it has limits because remember these guys have agents who manage their music and things like that. These guys may just say that, hey, no, we don't want that music to be running on people's videos as much as possible. That's why it's always safe when you're using shorts. It's always safe to use music that from less popular artists. And have you ever realized that even sometimes when you want to use shorts on your music, you can't get music from these big celebrities? It's not available on shorts. Have you ever realized anytime you want to do a short and you want to get a big time celebrity's music, you can't get it on the shorts? It's because there are people are handling that to make sure that the music is not just running for free because guys, these guys have to make money, and they have people who manage their portfolio and things like that. So you'll find that sometimes they have that particular problem. But a copyright claim is not a problem. That one we have to be very clear. A copyright claim is not a problem. A copyright strike is where you need to be worried about. Hey, Wakesho, welcome, Wakesho. Nice to see you. Hey, Dr. Goga. Oh my God, say it louder. Ooh. Wakesho, why are you making me feel some type of way? Why are you making? Just call me president. It's okay. Doctors, yeah, just call me president. The president of the Global Online Giants Academy. Okay. Yeah. So copyright claims, perfectly fine. Never be worried about a copyright claim because you can sort it out. Copyright strike, get very afraid. Get very afraid. Copyright claim, it's easy. You just need to go and remove it at some point on the studio. And nowadays, even you can do it on your phone, so it's not a problem. So, but sometimes copyright claims can give you a red dollar sign. But there are certain factors that give you a yellow dollar sign, and that is what becomes the problem. So you find that if your video is monetized, what is the color of the dollar sign? Green. If you have limited or no ads, they will give you an orange dollar sign. If they demonetize your video completely, you will get a red dollar sign. So that video, you're not going to make any ads from that video. And as I said, it is the advertisers who drive those decisions. It is not you. It is the advertisers. Remember, ads are just one of the ways of earning on YouTube. You get to share revenue with YouTube at 55%, 45%. You keep 55% of the ad revenue, YouTube keeps 45% of the ad revenue. So usually it's just the advertisers that drive these decisions because if your video has certain things that are not advertiser friendly, that video will be demonetized or they will limit the ads that are going to run on that video. What does advertiser friendly actually mean? Because I've just used the word. Videos have to be advertiser friendly, especially if you want to earn from you. Otherwise, if you're not advertiser friendly, never even bother turning on your dollar sign. Just permanently turn it off. And I will explain what are these. There are 14 reasons why your video is not advertiser friendly. Advertiser friendly means that brands want to associate themselves with your content. Okay. So the moment that brands are feeling some type of way about your content, that video, YouTube will demonetize that video or it will limit the ads because some advertisers may feel that, no, this content, we don't want to associate our brand with it. They don't want ads to be run on your video because they don't feel like you're brand worthy. They are not, their brand is not, your content, their reputation is not worth being associated with your content. That is a very, sorry, that's a very honest way of saying it. It's a very direct way of saying it. Yeah, anytime YouTube demonetizes your video, what it means is that the advertisers who are running ads on that video of yours, they don't feel like your content is worthy enough to be associated with their, with their brand for some reason. That is literally, that is literally what, that's literally what it means. And that's a different, that's now where the conversation now starts. Sometimes it's not like about brands not feeling like they want to associate with your content. Sometimes it's also like the alignment with YouTube policies. YouTube already tells you the rules when it comes to the ads. Those of you who are monetized and you're listening, have you ever seen that part when you're uploading your video? Those of you who upload videos a lot, even people who do live streams, I will come to you. Those of you who upload videos a lot, and then at the point of monetizing the video, they normally ask you to rate. Have you ever seen they normally ask you to rate your video so that it can confirm whether the video is ready for ads to be run on it? You always see that section, right? They ask you a few questions. Does this video portray any harmful thing? Does this video portray any nudity? Is there any cursing or abusive? They always ask you these things. They always ask you to do the rating at the point of turning on. Nightbot has not been working for like the last, like, I don't know, 1 week or something. It's not loading, so I'm having problems removing commands. They always ask you to do they always ask you to do a rating of the video when you're uploading a video on YouTube. They always ask you to give it a rating, and that is normally that. Never mislead YouTube when you're doing that rating thing. Before you submit, make sure it is accurate information, because YouTube is just trying to tell you, we asked you to rate your own video whether it is advertiser friendly, and you said yes, and maybe somewhere in that video there was violence which the advertisers don't like, and even YouTube guidelines don't allow you, YouTube community guidelines don't allow you to like post like violent content or something like that. That's why they ask you to do that rating, because that rating is very important to decide whether they're going to run ads on your video or not. Okay. Welcome, Just Jem. Nice to see you. Those of you who do live streams, there are some of you normally don't put ads on your live streams. Yeah. Like there are those of you normally just do live streams without any ads. And then at the point of when you end your live stream, so some of you go to turn on, because some of you normally use your phones to do live streams. You don't, some of you don't have laptops close to you so that you can turn on the ads automatically. At the point of you turning on the ads after the live stream has ended, so some of you normally turn on your ads at that point. Hey, Red Zoom, welcome, Red. Reds, I've gotten the answer I needed. I'm going to share the receipts later. At the point that, Fluffy Diva, I know you're watching in the bush. Just stay there. I am going to come back to your receipts. I've already gotten the information I needed over the activities today. Hakika family, nice to see you. Thanks so much for coming in. Never give a wrong rating of your video, because they're going to use that rating to decide whether they're going to run ads on your videos or not. So let's say, for example, there was some element of nudity. Remember, when you're uploading a video, they normally ask you whether there's any nudity on that video. You either tick the box or not. You have to disclose that information. Resume is saying, Google Fluffy Diva is sick and Miss TikTok is. I know Miss TikTok is sick because Miss TikTok came from the hospital and she told people on Fluffy Diva's live stream. I know, I have that information. I was there when she said she has just come from hospital. She's not feeling well. She's going to rest. And all of you are sending prayers, hugs. Miss TikTok, get well, better soon. I was there. Fluffy Diva was not sick. That woman has been singing and making noise the entire afternoon. How convenient. I know that woman is not sick. She's watching in the bush. She has seen everything I've been saying since I started. I know she has all the receipts, but she cannot dare type anything on the chat. But guys, I serve a living God. All my life he has been faithful. I will get a copyright for singing the goodness of God. Oh my goodness. Anyway. His goodness is running after me. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Everybody was praying for my downfall. Oh, look at them. Look at them having crashes that have never been. Look at them having crashes that cannot even be defined in the vocabulary. People cannot even decide whether it is a crash or not. Guys, get your Bible and tell the neighbor on the chat, neighbor, there are some. May your enemies experience crashes that cannot be defined in the vocabulary of crashes. Okay, guys, I'm being dramatic. Welcome, Joseph Wambura. Nice to see you. Shana says, Goga, that is a song that gave me copyright. I know, even me, I got copyright when David Ant was singing Goodness of God on this live stream. Welcome, Joseph. Yeah, may they get down, may your enemies, may the people pray for your downfall. May they get crashes that can have never been seen. May they get unprecedented crashes. Hey, guys, have you heard the vocabulary I just used? Did you hear the vocabulary I just used? May they get unprecedented, like crashes that have never been seen before. Diesel, welcome, Diesel. My brother Diesel is in the building. Welcome. And guys, thank you so much for the support you gave Diesel the other day during the raid. Thank you so much for that. Cloud Diesel, welcome. Just Gem, nice to see you, brother. Nice to see you, sister. Thank you so. Just Gem has just joined the membership. Thank you so much, Just Gem, for that Tribe Goga membership. Just Gem, why are you trying to bribe me to shut up? I'm in my element. I'm in the overflow right here. Thank you so much, Just Gem, for the membership. May your pot brim in abundance. I'm sorry, I am using my YouTube direct live stream, so I'm not able to play for you the water. But I pray that I pray you remind me on Sunday when I'll be here with Melissa to play for you the water. Melissa is going to be the Sunday service guest on Sunday. I will play for you the water on Sunday. May your pot brim in abundance. May your pot brim in abundance. Misha Bless, thanks so much for coming in. Misha Bless, nice to see you. Yes, unprecedented crashes are going to be their portion, Hey, Naveen, welcome, Naveen. Nice to see you. Naveen, Life and Cut, welcome, Naveen. Thanks so much for coming in. How did you find me, Naveen? YouTube is promoting this live stream even on vertical. Interesting. Misha Bless, thank you so much for coming in, Misha. I hope you're doing well. I hope my goddaughter is doing well. Thanks so much for coming in. Yes. May your enemies get these unprecedented crashes for celebrating your downfall. Anyway, I will come to the receipts. I am itching. Let me finish the class very fast, then I will come to the receipts. I am itching for these receipts. I am itching for these receipts. I am itching for these receipts. The receipts that nobody wants to take responsibility. Red Room refused. Red Room told me, Goga, I kindly request you not to ask me this. I don't want to get involved. Red Room totally turned down. Red Room always welcomes. Anytime you ask Red Room anything that has mix up, he always sings. Today he told me, Goga, please don't ask me. I don't want to get involved. Literally, he told me off. That tells you. Tandra decided to say, Goga, Goga, allow me not to say much, but just know that I am still in hospital. Cheryl said something. Cheryl said, Goga, let me just say, I am still feeling dizzy. That is what Cheryl said. But Auntie gave me the information I needed. I have taken screenshots. I am ready with them for the Sunday service. Thank you. And I'm just saying, Fluffy Diva, I know you are watching. Fluffy Diva, I know you're watching there in your house and you're laughing like crazy in your big screen. I know you're watching, Fluffy Diva, but I know I will find you. Even if you pay all these people to shut up, their tongues are going to sleep. Their tongues are going to sleep and they're going to tell me what I need to know. You can already see how they're trying to be politically correct. Because they know tomorrow Fluffy Diva will be calling them out one by one. I saw you over at the academy trying to report. I saw you. So they're also trying to be politically correct because the problem is, Fluffy Diva does live streams daily. I'm only seen on YouTube live twice a week. So people always know that they can run away from my receipts for about 3 days. They have a 3-day allowance to correct their problems. But Fluffy knows that people will meet her tomorrow. Everybody, the people here know that Fluffy will see them here and then Fluffy is going to call them out tomorrow. So I know. Oh my goodness, Misha Bless, thank you so much for the 19 months of trust. And Misha is saying, Goga, you need to stop this mix-up. Misha Bless, it is not mix-up. It is the truth. Misha Bless, you are there as well. Misha Bless, you are there at Fluffy Divas. What happened on that flight? Even you are there. Even you, I'm sure you cannot account for what happened on that flight. Even you, I'm sure, Misha Bless, say the truth. I know you are protecting yourself from the secret tapes by Mr. Local, because Fluffy Diva's on a YouTube husband. But Misha Bless, say the truth. Say the truth. Even you, I'm sure you are itching, Misha Bless, to say it. But I know you are protecting yourself from the secret tapes part 2. You are trying to protect yourself from the secret tapes. Misha Bless, speak. Even the Bible says, Misha, speak what is in your heart. I don't know. Guys, I don't have the right context, but I know my version of the Bible says the same thing. Something about what is in your heart has to be spoken. There's a Bible verse, I'm sure, there that says something like that. Speak it. Speak it. Yes, I've remembered it. Out of the abundance of the heart. Guys, can somebody give me that scripture? The exact verse, I want it. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. Oh. Can you turn to your neighbor and tell them, neighbor, neighbor, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth. The first person who came to this live stream is local reviewer. Local was the first person on this live stream like 2 to 3 hours before I started. He came to manage the chat. Yes. My Bible says, speak whatever it is in your heart. Don't hold those receipts. Okay. Yeah, that's my guys. That is my version. But you get the point. But I will come to it. Where was I? Back to the class. Back to the class. Because I know some of you are here to listen to the class. Anyway, back to the class before we go so much deep on the receipts. You have to realize there's a difference between the advertiser-friendly guidelines and the community guidelines. Many of us normally confuse the two: community guidelines and advertiser guidelines. And let me give you a difference between this, because it's important for me to clarify. Community guidelines are the platform guidelines. For you to be safe on YouTube, you need to follow community guidelines. Okay, this is very clear. These are platform safety guidelines. Community guidelines is what defines the relationship between what you're doing on the platform and YouTube. Advertiser-friendly guidelines are the monetization rules. When you violate advertiser guidelines, YouTube is going to give you a yellow $sign, or it's going to give you a red $sign completely, no ads. But but your video can stay. Your video will remain. Community guidelines can get your video removed by YouTube. A violation of the community guidelines can get your video removed by YouTube. Advertiser guidelines, the video can stay, but you cannot monetize the video, or the monetization will be very minimal unless you make certain adjustments. Is that clear? So it is important to know that community guidelines protect the users, which is the people who are watching things on YouTube, and the platform itself. Because remember, YouTube is a company, it has to protect itself from lawsuits and things like that. Advertiser guidelines, they protect brands from unsafe associations. I told you, in case YouTube demonetizes your video and stops playing ads on them, YouTube is just trying to tell you politely, brands don't want to be associated with your content. And let me tell you one thing that is very fascinating, and I will discuss this next month when we are celebrating my 4 years in the YouTube Partner Program. One of the things that when you become a fully monetized channel that you slowly realize You don't realize it when you're looking for WH. You don't realize it when you're busy like trying to grow subscribers. You never realize this truth. One of the most painful truths that you'll ever realize on YouTube. Wamuyu, nice to see you. Sorry, I think I saw you earlier with your with your other spare house. One of the things that you will slowly realize on YouTube after becoming a YouTube partner, YouTube will always protect the interest of the advertisers. Always. YouTube will always protect the interest of the advertisers. Who are the advertisers? The advertisers are the ones who bring in the money. The advertisers on YouTube bring in the money. When the advertisers on YouTube are bringing in the money, these are the people who pay YouTube. They want YouTube to run things on their platform. YouTube is one of the biggest platforms, video platforms. If advertisers want to run video content, they will approach YouTube. Hey, YouTube, there's content we want to promote. We want to drive sales toward a particular product. Can you run our, run our ads on people's videos? And where are the videos? You are the guys who are going to make the videos. We, the content creators, are the ones who make the videos. So we are the people who are going to generate the platform where YouTube is going to like promote the ads. And that is why they share with you the ad revenue, because they're trying to promote their clients, but also they realize that they're promoting their clients on your content. So that's why they have to share with you revenue. And that's why they are very strict. That's why they are very strict on sharing revenue with you if you don't comply with the rules. You get the point? So one of the things that if you ever forget everything that I've said, YouTube will always protect the interest of its advertisers because they're the ones who bring in the money. Always. They will always protect the interest of the advertisers. So that is why when you become monetized, things become very strict. Before monetization, you don't get a lot of problems. In fact, before monetization, you think YouTube is so easy. After monetization, you start getting all these things. Either in case there are copyright claims because you used music before you got monetized, you will get copyright claims instantly. The system will start picking those problems because they want to protect the interest of the advertisers. So that is why the advertiser-friendly guidelines are very important, and YouTube can choose to demonetize your video if it does not honor the advertiser-friendly guidelines. And as I said, when you violate community guidelines, your video can be removed. You can get a copyright strike. You can get a copyright strike for a community guideline violation. Not a copyright strike, you can get a community strike. Let me call it. Copyright strike is different. Copyright strike is when you use somebody's content without their permission and they ask YouTube to take it down. A community strike is a violation against the platform. You posted nudity, the things that YouTube does not allow you to post. Those are community guidelines territory. Community guidelines can get your channel suspended. You can be kicked out of the platform. Actually, you can even be terminated. Your channel can be suspended from YouTube itself. But advertiser guidelines, the video will remain, but you'll not earn from it. And then you can review. The beauty, they allow you to review. They allow you to appeal that decision, and then it goes for what you call a human review. And I'm going to explain what a human review is. You cross a community guideline, you are penalized. Advertiser, it's a gray area. They may choose to penalize you or not, but it never. You'll just say, oh, it's only one video that was demonetized. My channel is still intact, and I'm still earning money. Things like that. So one of the things that you have to know is that community guidelines decide whether your video is going to remain on YouTube. Advertiser guidelines decide if you're going to earn money from your video. Community guidelines, will the video stay on YouTube? Advertiser-friendly guidelines, am I going to earn money from this video while it is on YouTube, or it's going to be demonetized? So that is the difference that you have to know. Community guidelines and advertiser-friendly guidelines are very different. And that is like one of the things that you have to know. So One of the things that you have to like, and we're going to go through now these categories. What are the advertiser? What are the kind of things that can get your video not to be to be demonetized? YouTube to remove monetization from your video. There are 14 kind of there are 14 kinds of guidelines, and there are content categories that in case your video has any of these things, that video is going to be demonetized. And I'm going to explain to you those particular things. It is important that I explain one thing and how they apply it. You'll find that as we look at these content categories, they may be a gray area, and sometimes you may be doing something for educative purposes, so it may not necessarily be get your video demonetized, but you may find that sometimes they may remove the ads. What inspired this topic? What inspired this topic today was one of my videos was demonetized 2 days ago. It was the live stream I did with Dr. Alice Africa. We raided Dr. Alice the other day, right? When we raided Dr. Alice Africa the other day, one of my videos was demonetized. The Sunday service I did with Dr. Alice Africa was demonetized. And the reason of the demonetization YouTube gave was that some of our advertisers feel that this content does not align. YouTube gives you such a reason. So they gave me an orange dollar sign on that video. They gave me an orange dollar sign and they gave me the reason. And they say they faulted what they faulted was the conversation that was going on in that Sunday service. It is very curious how YouTube demonetized this video 2.5 weeks after the Sunday service. 2.5 weeks later, we did the Sunday service, Dr. Alice. 1 week passes. The replay team was rewatching. The second week passes because we had another guest last Sunday. And then they demonetized this video. It was yesterday morning. Yesterday morning, I wake up. I told you the first thing I normally do when I wake up and I get my phone. I don't check my messages. The first thing I check when I wake up every morning and I have access to my phone and I am able to go online. And usually I do this either when I'm in the car going to work and stuff like that. The first thing I check is my YouTube studio. Because guys, when you go to sleep, you may be sleeping very peacefully, but YouTube is crazy. I don't trust YouTube not to do anything funny. You may go and sleep and you wake up and find yourself demonetized. So it is important to always check your studio. Every day when you wake up, forget about going to before I even go to anybody's live stream, before I even go to support anybody's thing, the first thing I check is my YouTube studio. And I confirm, and my email. I check my YouTube email first. Number one, you will get an email in case there are any sins that you've committed. And then you will get if there is no email, you are good. Studio, you will know whether you have a dollar sign or the dollar sign has been removed. So that is why I check my studio. So me, I always check my studio because the night is very long. YouTube may decide to get ideas while I was asleep and kick me out of the YouTube partner program. So I always check to confirm that I'm still in good standing as a YouTube partner. I don't have any sins. We are still good. So yesterday I wake up in my usual way of going to check my studio. Talk about shock. I was petrified when I found that I had a sin. I had an infraction. And in the infraction, they said, we have demonetized. Ooh. Okay, I'm being dramatic. They did not say okay, I'm just trying to embellish a bit. But yeah, literally I had an infraction that I needed to address. And they had demonetized that Sunday service we did with Dr. Alice Africa. And they gave reasons. And then, of course, I went and read their reasons. I did not agree with it. I did not agree with the reason. But there's a link that they gave me that inspired this live stream. They told me what are the categories of content that can trigger a demonetization of a video. Number one, if your video has inappropriate language. And they tell you, when you go to the YouTube directions, they tell you content that contains profanity or vulgarity at the start or throughout the majority of the video may not be suitable for advertising. There are music videos that normally can escape this rule. You know, we all know rappers are always cussing left, right, and center when they are like doing their music videos, or even tracks and things like that. Those ones can get away with it. But in case maybe like you come and write profane words like, I can't say it. I can't say it, they'll demonetize me. Like, let's say the S, the S, the way we normally cuss and stuff like that. Or maybe the BI word or something like that, or maybe the curse words that people normally use frequently. You'll find that sometimes can get you into, it can get you into demonetization category. So that profanity. So if the language is inappropriate, that can get you into the problem territory. Some of you even have the audacity to type curse words on the titles of your videos. Guys, never do that. I just censored myself. I almost use a curse word right now. Never do that. Isht, because isht is one of the words. It's inappropriate. Never do that stuff because it's going to be flagged. I need to confirm whether I've been demonetized. Are you guys seeing ads and stuff like that? I need to confirm whether I've been demonetized. Never use those words even in the titles of your videos. The moment you put it on the title, it's flagged by the systems. It's inappropriate. There'll be an orange $sign right there. Even on the thumbnails, don't put like inappropriate language to attract clicks. Don't put inappropriate language on the thumbnails to attract clicks. The video will be demonetized. So most of us normally think, oh, I want to be hip and cool. I want to throw curse words left, right, and center. It is inappropriate language. It is not advertiser friendly. They are not going to monetize that video. Inappropriate language. And it's not just Goga speaking inappropriate language. It is thumbnails. In case you put the inappropriate language in the thumbnails, and even if you try to censor and put those things, and I like how some people get very creative. They start putting SH, then they put like they put like that star thing, and then T, or it can even be B star T star H. That is inappropriate language. They don't, advertisers don't like being associated with content that has that kind of language. Hey, Mr. David Hunt, welcome, David. Nice to see you. That can get you into the demonetization territory of a video. So if you notice that you have that inappropriate language thing, and remember they ask you that when you're rating a video, make sure that you're very clear that there is no inappropriate language. Let me check my studio real quick to confirm that I've not been demonetized, because I think I almost used curse words while I was giving an example. Sometimes even when you're talking like this, they can demonetize the live stream. So you need to check that you're making money on the live stream. Otherwise, YouTube may have demonetized the live stream because I'm busy throwing curse words left, right, and center. So okay, we are still safe. The $sign is green. We are good. The $sign is green. You have to confirm. The $sign must always be green. If it changes, sometimes if you are on a live stream, and you start cursing, YouTube will demonetize the live stream. It will put a yellow $sign, and the moment it does that, The moment it puts a yellow dollar sign, people will not be seeing ads. Goga is talking here, Goga is talking here. It's like, Goga, me, I'm not, Goga, we are not seeing ads. You said you selected aggressive. There'll be no ads running because either you said something inappropriate, and then YouTube systems have picked the live stream as inappropriate. So they're going to flag it and stop monetizing it. They're not going to run ads on your live stream because they don't want to expose their clients or the advertisers on this content. A very good example is have you been on American live streams? Have you been on these American live streams? And Americans are always cussing left, right, and center. Have you ever realized that Americans they never turn on the ads thing on because they want the freedom to express themselves. American live streamers are very notorious at using all the curse words under the sun. But then they never have ads running on their live streams because they've thrown a lot of inappropriate language in, a lot of profanity, that they've cast a lot. They don't even bother monetizing those live streams because they know they're in problems. They know they know that even YouTube is not going to push ads on their content. I want you to make that observation. It's normally I like the American channels I normally support at night. I always see them uttering all sorts of profanities, and they never even have ads on. Most of them benefit from the super chats and the super stickers and that kind of revenue because they're always like having those kind of they do it very effortlessly. Americans use curse words very effortlessly. It's like a greeting, it's like a greeting. They will use inappropriate language, like they're asking you for a glass of water, and there'll be no ads running on that live stream because it's already been flagged. I'm sure if they were to show us their studio and if they had monetized that live stream, you will see a dollar sign, you will see an orange dollar sign in them, and stuff like that. So you have to be, yeah, YouTube is very sensitive when it comes to the inappropriate language, and that is not advertiser friendly. Okay, Chef Z, welcome, Chef Z. Nice to see you, Chef Z. Tandra, I sent Chef Tandra and David Hunt. You are on the live stream. I sent Chef Z to you guys. Chef Z needs like a special. Chef Z, Tandra and David Hunt are here, so I've already spoken on your behalf. Please help this beautiful lady. She wants a brand song. So I told her to approach either of you so that you can hook her up with one of something that is appropriate for herself. The second thing, violence. If you are showing violence on your video without context, it is not educative, it does not have additional context to explain, it's going to be demonetized. Let's say for example you do a video, like let's say you are doing a reaction. Let's say you are doing, and I like how Title Pro is saying, Toby is cussing all the time, messing up my live streams. Cheryl says, thank you for addressing this subject. You're most welcome. Violence must have context. Yeah. Chef Z says, Goga, I was feeling shy to approach. No, you should not be scared. Just tell them the president sent you. Just name drop using my name. When Tandra and David hear it's the president, I have their receipts, so they will do whatever I ask. Blackmail works. Blackmail works. I have their receipts. They will do whatever if that's what is going to make the president happy, giving Chef Z a song, they will protect their receipts. So I have spoken on your behalf. Talk to Tandra. Tandra is here. Naturelens Connect. Tandra can help. Tandra is very good at it. Tandra is the one who designed the Sunday service anthem. And you all know the Sunday service anthem. Go get Sunday service. Tandra is the brain behind the Sunday service anthem. All right. But I've already spoken on your behalf. I was don't go and say Goga, don't go and use Goga's blackmail. I was just joking. Violence must have context. The most trendy thing in the world right now is the war. It's a war that is taking place in the world right now. Of course, there is a ceasefire. It's been a very peaceful, almost peaceful 2 weeks. In case, like, even if you have you ever realized that, have you ever realized, and guys, I want you to think of it this way. This is a very smart way. Always look at what mainstream media is doing. Always look at what mainstream media is doing. Have you ever realized that mainstream media will never show you what is actually going on the ground during the war? Mainstream media. Think CNN, think Al Jazeera, think Sky News, think BBC. Have you ever realized that mainstream media will never show you actual violence? Now, you as a YouTuber, what business? I mean, you're just like a small YouTuber. These are big like multinational channels running streams and running like different media like forms. If the mainstream media does not show you violence, what business do you have going to like, hey guys, I got a clip of what is going down in Israel. Look at how look at how this mall was attacked. Look at all these people falling. You go and do a video like that. Guys, that can get into community strike territory. You'll get either that video will be taken down or that video will not be able to monetize it because it's showing actual violence. But if even in the news, even if you're a reactor, guys, you know I'm a reactor when it comes to this Iran-Israel war. I'm just reacting. Don't go and bring your reaction here and you're showing people violence happening on the video. Mainstream, have you ever noticed what mainstream media does? It either blurs the video, even if like there's a dead body or something. Have you ever noticed it? You'll never see a dead body on a news channel. You will never see it. It will never happen. And if it happens, they will find ways of removing it by all means. They will either blur or something like that. Think mainstream media and think about the things that mainstream media normally avoids doing. They know the consequences. It is the same logic when it comes to YouTube. Violence, unless you are doing a game, and remember games are very specific. Even YouTube knows how to like know what is a game. Like let's say Cloud Diesel. Cloud Diesel is on the live stream. Cloud Diesel is busy playing with his guns there, shooting things and whatnot. It is violence, yes, but it is in the context of a gameplay. But you have to like realize that the violence in an unedited gameplay is allowed. It's generally acceptable, but even games also have like, there's just a moment of violence, then it continues. Maybe somebody is doing something else in the game and things like that. But you find that games can get away with it. But of course, the game violence is not exactly like it. The violence cannot be the focus of the game entirely, because there's like a transition when you're playing a game and stuff like that. So games, you can easily make a case for them. And that's why even people are playing games, even if there's like a bit of shooting in and here, they can get away with it. But real life violence, guys, you cannot get away with it. It's not advertiser friendly. It is not advertiser friendly. And that is why YouTube normally distinguishes when somebody is playing a game. Have you ever realized that YouTube normally identifies that content as a gameplay? YouTube can identify that this was a game, and sometimes you have to put those disclosures on the description, because then it shows that it's a game. It's not a real life thing. It's not a reality. Marciano, welcome, Marciano. Thank you so much. Somebody put Marciano in prison on my live stream, so I had to like release him from prison the other day. Marciano, I can see you, and I believe everybody else can see you. Blessings, Marciano. And I'm sorry about your 3-week prison sentence in the Goga prison. Thanks so much for that. Thanks so much for doing that. Okay, so gameplays have like gameplays have the same thing that you have to like give that disclosure. So, but don't go and capture the violence that you're seeing in the Middle East. So, and then you say that Goga, I'm doing content. No, and I'm going to trend when it comes to this content. So it cannot be done. Number 3 is adult content. Content that features a highly sexualized content, both in the title and the thumbnail. There are some people here, I am not going to mention names. There are some people in this community. I have seen some of the thumbnails they have put on their videos or even live streams. If you go and put some thumbnail there that you are trying to show some skin, ladies are very notorious here. Men come to the front of the class, men who are trying to show us their six pack and whatnot and eight packs. But of course, I don't know, men somehow get away with the eight packs and stuff like that. It only becomes a problem when you start going towards other parts of the body. Adult content can get you into problems. But people like putting people like portraying sexualized pictures on their thumbnails to attract clicks and to attract attention and to attract traffic on those live streams. Juba Bruce, why are you laughing? People like doing that. People like doing that. So just because you think showing some skin is going to attract you some views, it's going to attract you some attention on the channel because some people see some thumbnails there and they click on it, they're like, oh, what is going on here? Welcome, Hub. Nice to see you, Hub Interactive. I see you there in the bush. Just because you are showing off some skin and it's likely to attract some clicks, be very careful. That video will be demonetized. That video will be demonetized. It is adult content. It is adult content. There is no way to explain it. There are very limited exceptions. Even when it comes, even if you say you are doing sex education or something like that, it's very they are very limited. Even look at the celebrities who do music videos. It's very limited. And don't even say that you're going to use AI and you say, Google, no, but that is not real me. That was an AI generated visual. Even if it is AI generated, it is not going to be suitable for advertising. That video will not be monetized, or that live stream will not be monetized. And if you want to try this, go and do a thumbnail and then say you're going to do a live stream. Go and do a thumbnail that almost looks scandalous. And then you'll notice that live stream, and make sure you're a monetized channel, and then you'll notice that you'll get an instant orange dollar sign. So adult content is generally frowned upon. So don't go and start using clickbaity thumbnails to attract people to come and click on your content. You're not going to earn from it. Yes, you'll get the clicks for sure, but there'll be no money. Yeah, there'll be no money. It will just be views and numbers going up because you're trying to attract people to come and click on something that there is nothing. Welcome, Eunice Ministry. It's been a while, sister. How have you been? Dada yangu? Karibu sana. Sijakuona siku mingi sana. Karibu sana. Eunice is from Tanzania, so I'm just speaking to her in Swahili. So that is one of the things that you have to be very careful about. So I've talked about adult content. There is no this one you can't even bypass it and things like that and whatnot. Okay, so it's very make sure. So nudity will fall in here. Nudity will fall in here. Things like romantic scenes, romantic scenes like sometimes you also have to be very careful about that. And make sure that you also have to be very careful about this in titles, even in titles. Dancing in a manner that is likely to be sexually suggestive can get you into problems. That live stream or that video will not be monetized. We are always celebrating people dancing here, twerking and things like that. That video will not be monetized. Yeah, because it's falling within the adult content category. So twerking, those of you who love twerking, that is out. In case like you're wearing minimal clothing and it's almost like very revealing, be very careful about that kind of content. That can get a video flagged. It is still within the adult content category. And there are so many examples. I'm going to post the link on the description section. There are so many examples there that are given. So they've talked about dancing in a suggestive way. They've talked about romantic scenes, that have been overly dramatized. They've talked about nudity, um, even in terms of clothing that is revealing, that is problematic for advertisers. They've talked about breastfeeding nudity as well. Mothers, Eva Kika, I'm not talking to you. Eva Kika, I am not talking to you. So if it's very visible that they're breastfeeding, that is content that is not going to be monetized. Yeah, I think even making sexual innuendos, even making sexual innuendos in terms of a conversation to suggest a joke or something like that, that can get a video demonetized. So there are very many rules around that. So just make sure that you're very careful on that. You're very careful on that. And sometimes it can even be the pictures. You may even be like some of you I know, some of you I know, if I came to your some of you I know, if you are to ever do the live stream in your bedroom, some of you have very scandalous wall arts behind you. Some of you have very scandalous pictures that are normally behind you in your bedrooms or in your private spaces and things like that. Make sure you also check your background a lot when you're doing live streams or when you're doing videos, because there may be a picture depicting nudity and you think it is art. That can be problematic. Advertisers frown upon that particular content. So make sure that you also check the artwork that is normally behind you in when you're doing content. All right, things like art, pictures, and things like, just be very careful, because you may think that it's just a honest live stream, but there's a whole noise behind you that is going to get you demonetized, the video demonetized. So be very careful about that. Wait, Ansumana, welcome, my brother from Sierra Leone. Ansumana, welcome to the academy. Guys, Ansumana is a channel that is growing. Is an amazing gentleman I met at Maria Unfiltered Maria's channel. Welcome, Ansumana. Thank you so much for making it to the live stream. He's all the way from from Sierra Leone. He's growing his channel. He's on the road to 500 subscribers. I was watching one of his videos the other day. Please make sure you connect to him. Ansumana, welcome to this community. Just type Goga on the chat so that you can get to know who else is on the chat, and connect to all these amazing people. They'll be very happy to support you because I think you're also very supportive. So welcome, Ansumana. Nice to see you. Okay, now, what was I saying? So nudity, it's very broad. Like, I think even when it comes to the policy requirements, YouTube has taken so much time to explain adult content in detail. So be very careful when you check when you're doing this particular content. Shocking content. YouTube also does not like. YouTube also frowns upon shocking content. And somebody be like, Goga, what is shocking content? YouTube defines shocking content as content that may upset, disgust, or shock viewers. That is very good for views, yeah? Shocking things are very nice for going viral. YouTube does not like shocking content. You don't want to shock people. And sometimes that can get you into it may not be advertiser friendly. And, so sometimes it has to be, even if you dramatize something, where you intend to shock your viewers or something like that, maybe like a magic trick, maybe like it's Halloween and maybe you're wearing a scary mask or something like that, or maybe like, I don't know, they're talking about medical procedures, or maybe you're trying to just an outfit, maybe that is depicting an accident or something like that. It can be an animal. Maybe you want to show people that you eat snakes and things like that. You get the point. Yeah, like, guys, I do eat snakes for a living or something like that. Or maybe you are eating raw animal things, and it's very shocking. It's maybe disgusting, and something like and things like that. There are people like doing that as content just to get, and they get a lot of videos and things like that. So it's content that is likely to disgust people, shock people, just make some viewers feel some type of way. That can also be limited in terms of brands don't sometimes want to like associate with that particular category, and the YouTube is very clear on that category when it comes to shocking content. There's also harmful acts like content that promotes like engaging in dangerous behavior that can result in physical harm, emotional harm, or psychological injury that is not suitable for advertising. Let me give a personal story. There's a time I did a yoga pose. East African workout girl, welcome. Nice to see you, East African. Autism mom, welcome. Nice to see you, Autism mom. Thanks so much for coming in. How are you doing, sis? Boytilicious, welcome. There's a time I was doing a yoga video. There's a video that I did that was demonetized, a yoga video. And guys, if you have not given me a thumbs up, please hit the thumbs up button. Just hit the like button. There's a time I was doing a yoga posture, and I did not give disclaimers. It was a very dangerous posture. To be honest, it was a dangerous posture. You don't want a beginner to do that yoga posture because it's very, like standing on your head. That is content that is not exactly. Yeah, you can. Not everybody can stand on their head. Not everybody can stand on their head. So I was doing a transition of standing on my head, and I was transitioning to another posture. It looked dangerous by all means. YouTube flagged that video and they gave me a reason that this is danger. You are demonstrating dangerous content without giving disclaimers. That is why sometimes even when you're in the fitness space, you have to give those crazy disclaimers. This is for education purposes only. Don't try this at home. Those kind of things. Don't try this at home. That is to protect yourself. So that video got flagged because I think YouTube said that I was doing some dangerous antic without giving like a proper disclaimer and stuff like that. So what I did, I just went and changed the title. The beauty this one was not, so what I just went and changed the title, and then I went and changed something on the description. I added something on the description there, description section, and then they removed it. But that is like, it can appear like harmful content. You are doing a dangerous thing. A kid may actually go and actually attempt to do it, and then they break their neck. You can get into a lawsuit or something like that, and YouTube can be also be sued for that particular thing. So dangerous things. Sometimes you see somebody doing a very dangerous thing, and they have like 1,000 people watching, and they don't find ads there. So you have to you have to like be wary of content that can be harmful, because some of the harmful content, it falls within the category of not advertiser friendly. And when you look at some of the details they give you, they talk to you about the general harmful acts like professional stunts or extreme sports. Footage of a person doing like, those the stunts that can be very dangerous, motor vehicles speeding or drifting without, that kind of a thing, failed compilations with a focus on graphic injuries. They're talking about pranks or challenges, okay, that prank or challenges that can appear to be very harmful and stuff like that. And so on and so forth. They even get into the medical space. They even get into like things like vaping and tobacco, and so on and so forth. Even alcohol, because alcohol, you do know you can never be drinking, visibly taking alcohol while on a live stream or on a video. I hope you guys are aware about that. You have to like, if those of you normally have, if you have to drink, why am I giving you guys these tips? If you have to drink, thank you so much, Diesel. If you have to drink like adult drinks on a live stream, you cannot drink them from a bottle. They may demonetize that content. You put it in a cup, you just come sit there and you say you're drinking your coffee. Guys, I'm drinking water. I'm drinking water. Don't judge me. I don't know. I had to drink at the point of giving that example, because we do know like there are people who are going through substance abuse and things like that, and it can be very harmful. So in case like why are people laughing? I just felt like I needed, because I was talking about drinking something, so that's why I decided to sip my tea. I decided to sip my tea. Stop judging me. I'm not like drinking anything. Mm. If you have to drink, if you have to drink those adult drinks, don't come there with a full bottle showing off how you are blessed. Don't come there with a full bottle showing people there how you are, how you are blessed and things like that. YouTube will demonetize that video. You're not supposed to be promoting alcoholism on your live stream. Okay. Never come with a full bottle of wine and start telling people how you are prospering, how God has blessed you, all your enemies are suffering. Don't do that stunt. It will be demonetized. If you're having a party, if you're having a video and you're doing a party, don't come there with don't be showing people how you are, don't be showing people how like you are partying, how you went and bought all these alcohol drinks, how people are smoking and things like that, and you capture all that in content. It may be promoting some harmful practices, because we do know like the society is battling with social vices. We have alcoholism, we have people who are addiction, people are going through addiction and things like that. You are not supposed to promote those practices explicitly on camera. That's why I say get your cup, just come and just drink your tea. I'm sipping my tea. Even if I'm getting excited here while sipping tea. So Goga, don't ask Goga what is in your cup. Just say I'm sipping my tea. What is wrong with you people? I'm just enjoying my tea. Yeah. Smart people always like do that. So don't come and start showing off how you had a party and things like that, because that may be promoting some harmful practices, especially for the people who are like going through addiction and stuff like that. East African says, Goga, today is my son's birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday from Uncle Goga, if your son is listening. And please say hi to your husband for me. Shelly, welcome, Shelly. Thank you so much for coming in. Redzoom says, Goga, I will have no content then. But Redzoom, you are very smart. Redzoom, you don't show off bottles. Redzoom is always drinking something from like a cup or one of those things. He doesn't. He knows. He knows his boundaries. He knows his boundaries. Happy birthday to East African Workout Girl son. Guys, please take a moment to just wish that mom a birthday. Yeah. Thank you so much, Ansumana, once again. Cheryl says, this is very important to know. I never heard of anyone address these things. That is why you're at the academy, so that we can make it. The mission of this academy is to make learning fun and easier, because reading these things alone is very difficult. So we read them together, we go through them together, and we simplify them. So Cheryl, I'm glad that we are meeting a need. So yeah, anything that promotes those violent acts or harmful acts or inappropriate language, it's already flagged. Number 4 is hateful or derogatory content. Content that incites hatred, discrimination, it disparages like a certain community, or humiliates an individual or a group of people. It is not suitable for advertising. It is not suitable for advertising. So make sure that, and even if you say you're doing it for comedy purposes, it is not sufficient. It is not sufficient. Like, let's say, for example, you come and say that you're doing a video that starts describing a particular group, a protected group, for example, in a hateful way. That can get you into this can not only like get you into community guidelines territory, but it can also get into advertiser-friendly guidelines. YouTube does not like promoting hate, okay? So if your content is promoting hate against a certain segment of the society, it's going to be flagged. It will be demonetized. It will be demonetized. Public debates, even if you're very opinionated about the American-Israel war and things like that, if it comes, a very good example is Palestine. Palestine, like the Palestine, Gaza, these things are very, even if you have an opinion and even if you think Israel is supposed to be winning, don't come and start having those conversations on your live stream. Stay away from that territory. It's dangerous territory. Number one, it can get your channel into problems, but it can also show that you're promoting. And that's why you see and I always tell somebody, one of my mentors on YouTube told me one thing as a content creator. They said, Google, look at what mainstream mainstream media does. Mainstream media will come and give you the opinion and the facts as they are, but they will never give you like a commentary where where they are siding with a particular group. I have never seen a news channel say that, oh, as we are supporting Iran in this war. Even Fox News with all its drama, they never like take a side. And that should be you as a content creator, for you to be free, for you to have content that is allowed. Never take a side and things like that. You have to be objective. You can give you can give a commentive critique. How do I say? You can give a positive critique, but don't take a side. That is clearly you are disparaging a particular community. You are promoting hate and things like that. Never do it. That video is not going to be monetized. It will be demonetized instantly. Okay. Uncle Goga, thank you from my son. You're most welcome, East African. Christina Gisali, welcome. Oh my God. Autism Mom, thank you so much for the 13 months of trust. I really appreciate that support. Thank you for the trust for all these months. I don't take it for granted. Don't take it for granted. Thank you so much for that. So don't promote hate. Don't promote hate on your channel, because that falls within the category that is going to be demonetized. And protected group, somebody may be asking, what is a protected group? Racism is not allowed on the platform. They're going to demonetize that video. Ethnicity, just because Goga is black and then these people come and start like calling you out because of the color of your skin. You're protected because of your race. Nationality, Anumana is from Sierra Leone. Despite the war problems there, I cannot discriminate against him just because of his nationality. Religion, just because somebody is a Christian does not mean that you go to their channel there and then you start writing a whole commentary about how, oh, and I thought she was a Christian. No, don't get into the religion kind of that. Don't go and start disparaging somebody because of their religion, or whether they are Muslim and things like that. Just because you're a Christian and then you think you have an opinion against Muslims, don't go and keep your opinion to yourself. Okay. I know we are in the age where we talk about freedom of expression, but on this YouTube platform, you'll slowly realize on YouTube that the freedom of expression has limits. It has limits because there are a lot of groups that are protected. And again, you have to remember, YouTube is a company. It has to protect itself from lawsuits. YouTube cannot be seen as a platform that is encouraging hate. And that is why they will not allow that content to be monetized, because monetizing that content is like a form of endorsement. Disability is a protected, the differently abled is a disabled group. Never age. Don't be ageist. Veteran status. We have a lot of veterans in the community. Winston, I hope you're listening. Sexual orientation, just because you have an opinion, don't, even if you're a Christian and say, oh, this is, don't dare. Keep the opinion to yourself as far as you're on YouTube. You can say it outside the platform. Gender identity, any other thing that is associated with discrimination. It can even be like something around women rights and things like that. You think maybe you come misogyny and things like you have been misogynistic or something like that. Anything that will that can show discrimination can get you into problems. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. The next one is recreational drugs and drug-related content. Content that promotes the use of drugs, abuse of illegal drugs, regulated substances and things like that, it is not suitable for advertising. It is not. And I think was it Shana or Chef Zed who talked about it, when the cannabis and stuff like that. Unless it's for educational purposes, but also it has limits. You cannot look like you're promoting it per se. That is totally territory that is not going to get that video monetized. So you have to avoid it. Firearms, guns, and so on. Firearms related content, whether it is real or fake, it is not suitable for advertising. It falls into the category. YouTube does not allow it. Controversial issues. This is what got me demonetized. This is what the live stream by Dr. Alice, This is the reason YouTube gave for my demonetization of the video. They say that my conversation with Dr. Alice Africa was very controversial because I think I wandered into like trauma issues and things like that. That is the reason they gave me for the demonetization. But I disagreed with YouTube, and they corrected it because I know I always have limits. I know I always have limits when it comes to content creation because number one, there's something I like. Mrs. G, I know you are the doctors, but I know you are listening. Guys, this is important. Hey, Kevnish, welcome, Kevnish. Simone, nice to see you, Simone. Thanks so much for coming in. Listen, this is very important. If you know your channel, hey, Herald Mary, welcome. If you know your channel is always in the habit of discussing topics that sometimes can be very sensitive, okay? If you know, sometimes you may not know because things happen and sometimes you start discussing topics that were not even like in your radar. If you know, like you're in the habit of discussing things that sometimes can border on controversy, can you go to Mrs. G's channel? Go to Mrs. G's channel and see what she has written at the end of her description. She's putting a disclaimer. Can you put disclaimers on your channel? Because the day you get into problems, you want to tell YouTube that I have that disclaimer on my channel. The opinions are the opinions of my guests. They are not my personal opinion. They do not reflect the views of this channel. Put a line like that somewhere in there to protect yourself. Is that clear? You don't have control over what people are going to say on your platform. Put a disclaimer on your description section, especially if you know, and sometimes it is not even people talking to you directly on your channel. Sometimes it is even your chat. Your chat can be propagating hate and you may be enabling it and you're not aware. I'll give an example. There's a time we were on a live stream. I'm not going to disclose the names. There's a time we were on a live stream. One or two of you are on that live stream. There's a time we were on a live stream, and the person who came on the live stream, there's somebody who came on the live stream, and it is somebody I know. And they came on the live stream, and I know what I knew what they were going through because I knew they were hospitalized. So the person came on the live stream, and I think I asked, there I normally greet people randomly on a chat. Hey, hi, Simply Carol, how you doing? Hey, welcome back, JC. We are just going through the advertiser-friendly guidelines. Hey, Simone, how you doing, Simone? Mary, what's going on there in your country? So I just greeted the person randomly like that. And then of course I was like, hey, how are you doing? And of course the person says, oh, good, I'm getting better. I may be released from hospital tomorrow. It was just a personal conversation I was having with them. But it was not on my life, it was on somebody's chat. The person had somebody on a panel. And I don't know how the conversation shifted to the person on the chat's illness. The conversation started discussing the person's illness. This channel where the conversation was happening was flagged and demonetized. Because you know what happened? As much as the chat looked like it was a sorry, I hope you get better soon and something like that, that conversation escalated to discrimination, almost discrimination territory because of the person's illness. And I remember the owner of the channel coming to me and say, why was I demonetized after that live stream last night? And the person actually was like blaming a number of people for the demonetization, but I had to tell the person, it is you guys discriminated against this person the moment they disclosed their illness, and they were just sharing because they were just they're very open about it. But the way it escalated is because we enabled that conversation to continue. YouTube interpreted that as discrimination against a protected group, or maybe somebody was going through a certain illness, something like that. And that channel was demonetized. Community, they got a community strike that got them demonetized. But of course, they got their monetization back after that because they had to remove the live stream and they had to like give YouTube, those kind of things. So sometimes you may think that you're having a conversation, but also be very careful what people are discussing on your chats, because it may be discussing something controversial that can render the live stream or the video not advertiser friendly. People may be discussing things on the chat. Be very careful. Always be checking what is going on the chat, so that, because YouTube scans chats when a live stream is happening. YouTube can scan comments on a video and things like that. You don't want to be the person who is like advancing controversial issues that YouTube does not allow. And then put a disclaimer on your, if you know that, even if you don't do these controversial conversations, you never know, one day somebody may test you. Somebody may come on the chat and just test you. The devil is always roaming around, looking for people to confuse. One day that person may come and confuse you, and then you get into the controversial topics territory that can get you into problems. Put a disclaimer on your description section that the views expressed on this channel do not necessarily reflect those of the creator and those of the channel. Protect yourself. So that in case one day YouTube decides to like give you money, it starts like faulting you for like propagating hate or controversial topics that are not allowed, you can protect yourself. So in case one day you are likely to fall into that category, just protect yourself. And it's not only the description on the channel, but also the description on the video section. If you know your video is going to have something controversial, like somewhere in there, that video is going to be something controversial, please put disclaimers where necessary. It can even be in the course of when the video is running, you can be putting disclaimers. If you're on a live stream and you're discussing something very sensitive like medical stuff, if you're discussing something like trauma, if you're discussing things like mental health and you're not an expert or a professional, if you have a nurse who is discussing something, I've had 2 doctors, I'm so honored, I've interviewed 2 doctors. Doctors are the professionals. Doctors can easily speak on certain things. I am not an authority figure. If you're discussing those serious controversial things, please, you have to give disclaimers every single time. Be reminding people occasionally, because some issues are very controversial. The war in Iran is very controversial. I'm so obsessed with this entire war thing. I, as a policy professional, I like talking about the war in Iran and the impact it has on the economies and things like that. It's a very controversial subject on its own. I can spend a whole day discussing the war in Iran and how the US probably has egg on it. It's very controversial by nature, but you have to keep giving disclaimers. This is not the opinion. The opinions discussed do not reflect the views of the channel. If you have a guest and you're discussing something controversial, you have to keep repeating. There's a day I was having a guest who was discussing mental health, and we had to keep on saying the views on this topic do not necessarily are not a solution. Please seek the service of a licensed professional. We had to keep repeating that every single time on the live stream, just to make sure that we don't have the live stream is not demonetized for that particular reason. So you have to be very, you have to protect yourself. Thank you so much, Hadjis. I appreciate. You have to protect yourself as a creator from these particular issues, just to make sure that you are on the safe side. On the safe side. Okay. I like what Hub Interactive has said. It is always good to read chats, comments inwardly before saying them aloud. Yes, that's also a very good trick. Never read comments and then you realize that you've just read something nasty. Scan. Usually I scan comments and then I identify which one I'm going to read. Cheryl says, I'm loving this topic today. I wish I could get a PDF. Cheryl, you can just go after the live stream has ended tomorrow. Just go and use the ask feature. It will tell you everything that I discussed. It will, and then you can print and you can paste them on a PDF on a Word document. I like what Chef Z says. This is very important information because we do discuss a lot of stuff in our live streams. Exactly. Some stuff may be very controversial and you need to protect yourself. In case you're having very controversial issues, just give disclaimers where necessary. Seek the services of a professional. Repeat it several times so that if YouTube decides to like give you punishment, you'll tell them, no, but I gave disclaimers. I protected myself. That was, I'm not a doctor. Guys, go and seek the services of a doctor. Don't ask me. I'm not, I speak a lot about mental health because I'm a wellness professional, but I'm not licensed. I don't have authority to speak on certain things. So it's important for me to give those disclaimers that please go and seek a professional. If you are doing like, fitness, East African workout girl, come to the front of the class. Cheryl, if you're doing fitness content, you have to also give those disclaimers because some people may be using your videos to work out and then they get injuries. So you can tell these people, this is for educational purposes only. This video is for education purposes only. Otherwise, please seek the services of a licensed fitness professional or something like that, or a licensed yoga teacher or something like that. It protects you. In case somebody goes and uses your video and then they break their neck and then there's a lawsuit, it is always important to like say these things on a video. Like even if you don't say it with your mouth, just have like some fine print running at the bottom right there that protects you from that. LP Dimension, welcome, LP, nice to see you. Mary says talk about reaction videos. Mary, I will come to that. Hey, LP, welcome, LP, nice to LP. I was so happy to see you back on YouTube. LP, I have missed you. Welcome, LP. LP is one of my most treasured channel members as well. LP, can you click on the dollar sign so that you can flex that membership milestone? Thank you so much, LP, for coming in. So those disclaimers are very important. Some people put them on the description, but it's good to like make sure that you take that position. Calamity says, if I ever say anything concerning, I just say it's chicken or gardening related. You can say a lot of things that if you didn't have chickens, you will get into trouble. That's a good one. Thank you so much, LP, for the 19 months of trust. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I told you guys that's a respected channel member. No worries, LP. Thank you so much for making it. Mrs. G, thank you so much for the 3 months of trust. Yeah, if you are my channel member, please click on the dollar sign. Just flex your membership milestone. You get a free one once a month. So thank you so much for that. So yeah, it's very important to like give those disclaimers beforehand. So controversial content is be very careful. It's not going to be monetized. Thank you so much, LP. You're most welcome. And I'm so glad and honored that I'm meeting a need by sharing these lessons. Do we continue? I told you there are 14 points. These things are so many. I may not even finish all of them today. Some I'll just skim through them very fast because I'm already feeling sleepy. So I've talked about controversial issues. YouTube gives a few topics. Child abuse. Don't start when you start discussing things like child abuse, or even if like you want to disclose that, oh, you know, guys, I still have my trauma as a child. I was abused growing up and things like that. That's controversial content. Sexual abuse, that's controversial content. Sexual harassment, self-harm, suicide is very controversial. That's even, have you ever noticed? Have you ever gone to a live stream where people don't want to type suicide or something like that? Eating disorders, domestic abuse, abortion, those are very controversial issues. So when YouTube demonetized my video with Dr. Alice and I did not even discuss anything controversial. Dr. Alice said that she lost her first 2 kids to ectopic pregnancy. That is what she said. And of course, it got emotional a bit. But she's a doctor. There's a way she said it that was so professional. She's a doctor. She's gone through the course, and you know, she has a doctor before her name. She's a professional. That is what Dr. Alice and I were discussing. YouTube found that very controversial. And they cited the trauma thing. They cited the trauma thing because even when Dr. Alice was talking about her growing up, she did not go so deep into she did not go so deep into her childhood. But when she was talking about losing the pregnancy, that became a controversial issue for YouTube. And they flagged that live stream 2 weeks later. 2.5 weeks later. Guys, it does not matter whether you did a video last year. You never know when YouTube will the YouTube gods will decide to catch up with you. The systems is always checking. But I think also what made my life difficult was because of the title. I went and put trauma somewhere in the title. That is already controversial. Be very careful in terms of the words you choose on your videos or on your live stream. When you put words that are triggering, it is going to be flagged. So don't go and start saying domestic abuse on your videos. Don't just find a name for it. And that's why I like how some people normally use the asterisks. Instead of saying abuse, they'll put AB asterisks just to cover that word so that it is not in full. Don't use those words that are very heavy in the titles or even in the thumbnail. Just find a way around it. You can find synonyms for it. I know some of us will love these controversial words because they're going to make us, they're the things that are going to make the video trend. And you love it because it's a hot word. But sometimes that hot word, that trigger word may be the source of your problems. So I know the word that caught me. I know the word that made them demonetize that live stream. Trauma. Because even now, the title of the live stream is still reading trauma up to now. So I think the YouTube systems just saw trauma in there and they were like, don't monetize this thing, demonetize it. So they demonetized the video. They gave me an orange dollar sign. So yesterday morning when I was waking up, I had an orange dollar sign on that video. But then I appealed it because I knew the content itself. I knew the content itself was not entirely bad because we did not discuss anything very controversial. So they had my appeal and they removed it. They monetized the video again and they sent me an email and said, we are sorry, after reviewing your video, after human review, we found that it did not have anything controversial to warrant the demonetization. We have restored it back. They brought back, I did not do anything. I did not change the title. I did not change anything anywhere in that video. Because deep down, I knew there was nothing controversial in that video. The doctor really spoke she was not very graphic when it came to her struggles with pregnancy at the beginning. So it's very important to don't sometimes believe everything that YouTube says, but sometimes you will know. If I used a cuss word and even you know that you've used a cuss word, there's a time I cussed on the live stream. I don't know, I think I got so angry. I cussed on the live stream. I just knew I'd been demonetized instantly. And I went to the studio and I found I had an orange dollar sign. Sometimes you will know certain things. When you put a controversial thumbnail, you'll be demonetized. When you put nudity, when you put inappropriate language on the title of a live stream or the description section, it will be demonetized. So sometimes don't test YouTube with the titles and the thumbnails because that is the easiest place they can find those scenes. And then sometimes if you know where the problem is, just go and correct it. And then you can apply for the human review. So the human review now, the people at YouTube will go and check the video manually. So the human beings at YouTube, the guys who work there, they'll check and confirm that you did not have any problem with the video. But please take your time and appeal. Occasionally, you can appeal. I always encourage people to appeal. Sometimes it is not your problem. As I told you, demonetization of a video sometimes is not your problem. It is the advertisers' interests that are being protected by YouTube because YouTube does not want to put brands who are paying them on your content. But you need to make the money as a content creator. So sometimes it's important to appeal these things so that you can make money. because I want brands to be associated with my brand. You want a brand to be associated with your brand. So that is why sometimes you have to like make sure that you don't have these problems on your video. Because the reason the advertisers don't want content on your video is because of the branding thing. So up to that point, are we clear? We have like 6 more points to go and then we can finish. Lindy Bodibe, welcome. Thanks so much for coming in. Trapokolo Ifeanyi, thanks so much for coming in. How are you doing, Ifeanyi? Thanks so much for popping in. Up to this point, are we clear? The others are very easy and straightforward. I will rush through them very fast. So I've talked about inappropriate language. That was number 1. I've talked about violence. That was number 2. I've talked about hateful content. I've talked about controversial content. We've talked about shocking content. We've talked about content that promotes harm. Content that promotes harm. We've talked about adult content, so nudity and things like that. And I think that we are halfway through. The other ones that I've talked about drugs as well, even recreational drugs. We've talked about drugs drugs content will not be monetized. We've talked about firearms. We've talked about controversial issues. And even another one is like content that is enabling dishonest behavior. They've talked about content that is enabling dishonest behavior. And they say trespassing, maybe you are encouraging people to trespass across somebody's property, cheating, or even computer hacking. That content that promotes that kind of dishonest behavior, they're not going to monetize it. They've talked Red Room, I think they're talking to you here. Red Room, I hope you are listening. Red Room, work, play, live. Yeah, those of you have been told to hack things in your computer. You're the ones I'm talking about. Sensitive events. Sensitive events, and they give an example here with the Ukraine. You remember the war on Ukraine by Russia? When Russia decided to like attack Ukraine in 2022, Russia was kicked out of YouTube Partner Program because America and most countries in the world gave Russia a lot of sanctions. YouTube was one of the platforms that Russia was. If you're a Russian YouTuber, most Russian YouTubers are not monetized. YouTube removed monetization in Russia as part of the sanctions against Russia. And they gave a disclaimer. So any content that exploits that war, dismisses, or even condones the war, it is ineligible for monetization until further notice. And they said they're very clear on that, even up to date. Even on AdSense, when you go to AdSense, one of the ribbons that is normally on there is the Russia-Ukraine thing. And I think the same will apply to the Israel-Iran situation. Any sensitive event, and they say any sensitive event, a sensitive event is an event that creates significant risk for Google to provide high quality, relevant information and the truth on the ground. And they tell you, because they know content creators love sensitive content because it's going to go viral. Don't go and start like discussing something very sensitive because you are looking for views and because you're looking for a viral moment. It will not be monetized because they cannot easily verify the truth on the ground. Disasters. The other day there was an earthquake. There was a tsunami in Japan. You saw the tsunami in Japan. That insane tsunami in Japan. Natural disasters, emergencies, terrorism or those related activities, conflict, wars, and things like that. That is sensitive content. The content will not be monetized. So don't take advantage of those things that are very sensitive. They will not be, be monetized. Content that is made for kids, no ads are allowed on kids content. Even if you go to a kids channel, Simone TV, I think, can confirm here. Simone's even Boitilicious can confirm. Content that is made for kids you can never run ads on them. You you can never run ads on them. You have to make sure that you turn off that made for kids thing for you to be able to run ads on that content. So kids content, very sensitive. Stay away from it. It's extremely sensitive. If you know you have kids, if you know like you have kids in the if you know your content is made for kids, you can never even monetize it anyway. First of all, kids content, you cannot even comment on it. So they can never put ads on kids content. And a good way of knowing this, is like, can you one day look at your kids? Look at your kids watching YouTube. You'll never see ads on the, because anytime I see kids in the house, like what they're watching some cartoon or something that is kids content, really. You'll never see ads running there. And sometimes you find kids content are so popular, like they have millions of subscribers. You wonder how do they make money, because they don't make money on ad revenue. Kids content does not make money on ad revenue at all, because you cannot monetize kids content. Just look at the kids in your house right now, what they are watching. You'll never see ads there. Zero. Yeah. You'll never see ads there. You cannot they will not run ads on kids content, because ads, advertisers advertise very interesting things. So if your content is labeled as made for kids, and that's why YouTube normally asks you on the studio, can you label your content? They always ask you there, is this content made for kids? You say yes or no. Anytime you're uploading a video, even your own live stream, YouTube asks you, is this content made for kids? Yes or no. You have to disclose. If you say no, then they can run ads on it. If you say yes, there's no ad revenue on that video. Forget about it. People cannot comment on that video, number one, because content made for kids, YouTube disables the comments. YouTube disables the comments, because you normally identify as a creator whether the content is made for kids or not, right? So I hope that helps. Kanini Kanene, welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. Nice to see you. Thanks so much for popping in. And Sumana is asking, kids content can be monetized? No, that's what I just explained. I think I was just looking at it a bit late. Ansumana, guys, once again, if you don't have Ansumana from Sierra Leone, please connect to Ansumana from Sierra Leone, our brother Ansumana. Okay, where did I stop? So, is this conversation helpful, or you guys are just like looking at me? If you know you're a monetized channel and you get ads on your videos, this lesson is for you. If you're a monetized channel and you usually get ads on your video, this is why this lesson is for you. Right. The next thing I'll talk about, and the next content that is also like, so I've talked about kids content, I've talked about sensitive events, tobacco related content. I like how they identified that one on its own. And this falls closely to what I was discussing with you in terms of activities that promote self-harm, like alcoholism, drugs, and things like that. YouTube says content that promotes tobacco and tobacco-related products is not suitable for advertising. They will not monetize that video. However many cigarettes you want to smoke. And that is why, did you notice when I started the live stream and I was lighting up my incense? Let me stand a bit, I need to stretch. I've been sitting for very long. When I was lighting up my incense, when I was lighting up the incense, I decided to, let's stretch. You are told to stretch. Calamity Jane said, Goga, don't sit on a live stream for 3 hours. You have to stretch. Stretch a bit, stretch. If you're watching me while sitting, can you stand up and stretch? We are stretching. Let blood flow. Dance a bit. You can jog wherever you are, just to get blood to flow. Yeah. Maybe stretch the arms. Yeah. I'm stretching. Maybe dance a bit, shake your butt. We were told not twerking. If you start twerking on the live stream, you're going to be demonetized. Kanini Kanene, when you stop getting ads because of the taco walk in the evening, just know your content falls within demonetized category. So if I want to start dancing here and twerking, I will be demonetized. So twerking is not allowed, guys. Okay. Yeah. Don't start twerking to entertain people. You will be demonetized. The video will be demonetized. We are talking about video demonetization, not channel demonetization. So we are stretching, we are stretching, we are stretching. Can do some yoga stretch. Let's do what we call dancer's pose. This is dancer's pose. You grab your ankle, kick, stretch, 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 stretch. Okay. Let me stretch the other leg. Left side, grab your ankle, stretch, 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 stretch. We go, stretch. Okay. Maybe stretch the arms, stretch the arms, stretch the arms. Maybe squat, squat a bit. Come up. Yes. Squat, come up. Okay. 3 more. Squat, come up. This is how Kanini is normally teaching us how to get. Yes. Okay. You're done. You can now sit. Okay. So as I was saying, as I was saying, when I was lighting up my incense at the beginning of the live stream, because anytime I light up incense, there's always smoke. There's always smoke coming out when you light up incense. I always have to give disclaimers that I'm not smoking, because YouTube, when YouTube, YouTube is very sensitive. Their systems can come and pick that I was smoking on the live stream. Because I'll do a demonstration. Let me get some more incense. So if I was to get more incense, like if I was to get more incense here, so I'm lighting up incense. So this is what the incense normally does. So when you light up the incense like this, and then you see how you see the way the smoke is, they get smoky. So somebody may think that you're smoking. So you have to, I give disclaimers. Guys, I'm not smoking, I'm just lighting up my incense. I like the place smelling nice and stuff like that. So when somebody sees smokes, you have to avoid, so that this is not misinterpreted like you are smoking on the live stream. All right. So that's why I'm trying to show you I did not puff or anything. It's just just incense. Just incense. I'm going to put it here. It's just incense. Okay. So even somebody who sees smoke behind me, I gave a disclaimer. So smoking is something that you don't want to do on a video. Smoking is something you don't want to do on a live stream, because it may be misinterpreted as it's like you're promoting tobacco use or tobacco related content or things like that. So it's very important. Hey, local, welcome, local. Nice to see you. How is the restaurant? Thank you so much for coming in. How are you doing? Welcome. Thanks so much for coming in. I saw the squats. Reds, leave me alone. I thought you were driving. Rebecca Le Prince, welcome, Rebecca. Nice to see you. How are you doing, Rebecca? Shana says the twerking bullet picked Kanini. Kanini is always doing things and then she does not see ads. And then she's, Goga, are you seeing ads on my channel? I'm like, Kanini, there's no way I can see ads because YouTube thinks that you are twerking. Question. Lindy Bodibe is asking a question. What about the monetized icon not showing? My issue is, send me a screenshot, Lindy Bodibe. You have my contact. Send me a screenshot so that I can see. Then I can advise. What about the monetized icon not showing? Have you turned on the ads? That is the one thing. Have you turned on the ads feature on your studio? If you don't turn on the ads feature and you're fully monetized, it will not show. You have to go and turn on the ads and give YouTube a permission to put ads on your channel. You have to give YouTube permission to put ads on your channel. If you have not done it, you will not see the monetization. You will not see it at all. And then another thing, if you're not fully monetized, you will never see the dollar sign on your channel. the dollar sign only activates after you are fully monetized. You have like after you're in the in the YouTube partner program. If you have gotten all your 4,000 watch hours and YouTube has told you congratulations, you're now fully monetized, you need to activate those ads. You need to activate those ads. All right. I need dollars. Local, where is your wife? Local, where is your wife? Because I've been given some very hot receipts. I was on her live stream today, and I was not so sure that she flew people. Nobody is giving me a straight answer. Local, I even hear even you are in hospital. Local, where is your wife? Where did your wife take people today? Because I was on that live stream, and then so me, I thought she raided us to Banana. Then I go to Banana's live stream. Banana's live stream has ended. And it was only 14 minutes long. So I started asking people, did we crash or what happened? And then nobody's giving me a straight answer, local. People are just saying, Goga, we are in hospital. Goga, I don't know what happened. Goga, we were flown into, I don't know, some people are giving, nobody's like giving me a straight answer. And then it's like they are all scared of Fluffy Diva. They don't want to like be involved. Even Redzum told me that she does not want to be dragged into the drama and the mess. So I don't know what happened. I want to know. You are the husband, so please tell us what happened. Spill. Yeah. She's even gotten a song. All right. Shana is going to sleep. Thanks so much, Shana. We're almost done anyway. Thank you so much, Shana. I appreciate the support. Kanini, thank you so much for that membership. Welcome to I Am Tribe Goga. Thank you so much, Kanini, for that green. I don't take it for granted. I appreciate Kanini, but I thought you're my member. How comes you are? Kanini, can you now click on the dollar sign and flex your membership? I think it will give you that thing of member for something months. Thank you so much, Kanini Kanene, for that membership. Appreciated. May your pot brim in abundance. May your pot brim in abundance. That is a sign I need to leave, guys. I need to leave this class in 30 minutes or so. So let me see whether I can. How far am I? Notes? These notes are so many. I told you this class is long. These notes are so many. So I've talked about tobacco-related content. So in case they smoke, we talked about alcohol as well. Drink your adult drinks in a cup. Don't come there and start showing people your bottles and things like that, because YouTube again has to protect the society. Content that is, there's something they call demeaning. Content that is demeaning. Content that is inflammatory or demeaning may not be suitable for advertising. And this is also part of the hate or the derogatory content. And they give they give examples in case you are harassing somebody, intimidating or bullying an individual or a group. That if that content singles you out for like abuse or harassment, malicious personal attack, slander, defamation, like those of you say that the president flight crashed. Okay, guys, I had to. Those of you say that my flight crashed. That is slander and defamation. Content like, okay, guys, I'm just joking. I don't think YouTube expect me to use that that is a very wrong example, misleading. But yes, in case the content that is meant to demean somebody, that also falls within that category. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the last of the 14. That was the last of the 14 points that YouTube looks at to decide whether they're going to put ads on your channel or not. Those are all the 14. Just to do a recap so that I can take questions for the short time we have here. Just to do a recap. The following topics are not advertiser friendly: inappropriate language, violence, adult content, nudity, and everything falls in there. So those of you like doing thumbnails that you're trying to show off things, those of you like twerking and stuff, it all falls there. Shocking content, harmful acts, hateful and derogatory content, recreational drugs and drug-related content, firearms, controversial issues. This was I was a culprit here. Sensitive events. We talked about these things like the war, calamities, natural disasters, enabling dishonest behavior. Maybe you are encouraging people to do something illegal while on the content. Inappropriate content for kids. So in case you make your content, if you mark content as for kids, clearly ads are not going to be run there. demeaning content, sensitive events, tobacco related content. These are the 14 topics or areas or categories that can get you into limited or no ads territory. No ads territory. And as I said, and just to repeat what I said, it is important to know that there are YouTube ad guidelines and there are community guidelines. Community guidelines, they may cost you your video, but the ad guidelines, the video may end up staying, but you cannot earn from that particular video, and that is the difference. So I've explained the yellow icon. You will get an orange $ in case the video, in case YouTube is limiting the ads on it. If you have a green $, then you're good. That video is good to go. If you have a red $, you have been the video has been demonetized, so you're not going to earn anything from it. What are some of the tips you can use to avoid this demonetization? In case you have a problem on your thumbnail that is showing something that YouTube does not like, somebody smoking on a thumbnail, it's going to get you demonetized, the video demonetized. So make sure your thumbnail does not show those things that are overly very explicit, that you are encouraging, let's say, smoking behavior or something like that. In case, let's say it is in the title, and maybe the title of your video is the title of your video or the thumbnail is like a controversial issue, like child abuse, or maybe you are abused while growing up and maybe you want to share your story. It's a very sensitive and controversial topic. If you go and start saying my child abuse experience, that is going to be flagged because it is sensitive content. Maybe there's a way you can reward it and then share your story without being very explicit about it and things like that. So that's how you avoid that's how you avoid those consequences of the video being demonetized. So sometimes you just need to change your thumbnails or your titles so that they don't have those controversial words. You can edit yourself. You can, have you ever realized you can edit your language? You can be very direct and honest without saying things directly. Let's say, for example, you are a victim of, I'm sorry I have to use this example, guys. I'm extremely sorry I have to use this example. You are a victim of the word that starts with that. I can't even say it. It's too much. I can't even say it because it may be triggering. If you're a victim of that word R, and you want to share your story, you can edit. There's a way you can edit the language because that was a sexual abuse. So if you end up bringing it, if some people will use the word, even if you type that word on a title, YouTube will actually demonetize that video because it's a very sensitive word. So that's why you can say, you can work around abuse or something like that, or just something that will make sure that it's not very explicit. So sometimes you also have to edit yourself and how you are telling the story. You'll not come and be very graphic on how you survived a sexual abuse incident and stuff like that. You have to edit yourself, how you speak, so that it does not fall within the demonetized video territory. If you have to discuss something very controversial, you can't help it, you've tried by all means and you're like, Goga, me, I have to discuss this topic. Goga, you are not going to stop me from making content on YouTube. I have to discuss this drama. I have to discuss these receipts, however controversial it is. Structure the topic responsibly. You want to structure the topic in such a way that you give disclaimers where necessary. Guys, the views discussed at the Sunday service today do not reflect the views of this channel. Speak to a medical professional or something like that, or speak to a licensed professional or things like. Just structure it responsibly and don't ask questions, because I know some people here Goga will listen to the Sunday service. Can you repeat that part? So what happened to you when you were growing? No. Have you ever noticed that even at the Sunday service, I have to like limit the guest from discussing things that they may not, that may get them into an emotional state. That as however, as much as they are being vulnerable, you don't want them to repeat that because it's putting them in some type of situation. So even when you are structuring your controversial topics, please do it responsibly. If you notice that there's a maybe your guest is going to say something that is very like sensitive, you want to like find a way around asking that question in a way that will not like be extremely sensitive to YouTube, because YouTube is extremely sensitive on this thing. So you also want to protect the interests around YouTube. In case maybe somebody wants to talk about drugs and maybe drug abuse and how they abused drugs and stuff like that, you want to find a way around it. And things like that. So that, yeah, triggers. Thank you so much, Mashiana. I was looking for that word, the trigger words. You have to, don't go and use trigger words to like get views, because I know some of you love using trigger words because they like it's hot. It will attract people to the live stream. They will see this topic. Yeah, they will see the topic, but that video will not be monetized because it's a strong trigger word that is going to like make advertisers not want to put their ads on that court. Let's say, for example, your video is about drugs, and then there's a Christian client of YouTube who is promoting a church seminar that is going to be taking place next week, and the video is doing rounds on YouTube. There is no way that ad is going to run on your channel if it looks like you're promoting drugs and things like that. A church ad on a channel that is promoting drugs on a video. Yeah, that is why brands are very sensitive, and it's important to like take care of that. Right. I think that is it from me. Unless there's any question, I think those are my last notes. Hey, fabulous! Welcome, Paige. How are you doing, Paige? Nice to see you. Welcome, Paige. I think that is it. Yeah. So most of us, the reason we use these words is that because we assume that we are going to go viral and things like that. But sometimes it can be problematic for your channel. So don't like take don't like don't chase the numbers at the expense of the guidelines. Okay. And then the final thing I will say is, in case you get that video flag like the way mine was flagged yesterday, ask for a human review if you feel like it's very genuinely you did not discuss anything problematic. You can ask for a human review. The YouTube staff will go and look at it, and they will give you like a solution. Sometimes if they demonetize your video, just go and change the title and you'll notice that it is gone. If you put something on the title that is very problematic, they will demonetize the video because the system speak the title. So sometimes you just need to go and remove a particular word on the title, and then the dollar sign comes back to green. Something as simple as that after a few minutes. So you can also think of that as part of the ways of navigating this challenge. Thank you for listening to me. That is the end of my class. I welcome questions before we go on a read. Any questions? Heavy class, yeah? I told you it's a very heavy session. Yeah, we have like how many minutes to leave the live stream? Yeah, we have about 12 minutes, then we can go. 12 minutes, then we can leave the live stream. So let me know whether you have any questions on the chat. I will answer them real quick. Mary wanted me to talk about reused content. I will give a quick insights on that. Let me see. Any questions? Any questions on the chat before we leave? Any questions on the chat? Any clarifications? Any additions? Maybe somebody wants to add something. Pauline Kanini says, Goga, I have 2 orange dollar signs. There's something wrong with that video. What can you click on it and see what YouTube is telling you, Kanini? Kanini says that she has 2 orange dollar signs. That means there is something in these 14 categories that is on that video, or in case you are very sure the video is clean. I hope you are not slaughtering chicken, Kanini. I hope you are not slaughtering chicken in the village on that video, because I warned you. If you go and start slaughtering chicken, that video there'll be no ads on that video, and that video can also be removed from YouTube. So if you're slaughtering, there's a gentleman I was helping who was demonetized, and it's because they went and shared a video on the Ukraine-Russia war back in the day. And I told him this was controversial. YouTube actually said we have removed this video, and we have we've kicked you out of the YouTube partner program. Please reapply after 90 days or something like that. And then they reapplied after the video had been removed, and that was the only problem on the channel. And they got back their monetization. But they learned they had to wait for the strike to expire, because they gave him a strike, they demonetized him, and then they had to wait for the strike to expire before they bring him back into the program. So that is one of the things, but that's the extreme end of things. Blessed Life Journey, thank you so much for the 25 months of trust. It feels like Christmas. Look at me clicking on it, thinking that I'm on stream yet. Thank you so much, Blessed Life Journey, for the 25 months of trust. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. May your pot brim in abundance. May your pot brim in abundance. I have one question from Herald of Mary. Herald of Mary, are you on the chat? I can answer your question now. Classic. Yeah. Can I take adult drinks in a glass? Yes, you can. You can take adult drink in a glass. Just don't be displaying that you are, because it will look like you are promoting alcoholism, and there are kids who are watching. There are kids who are watching you. That's why you drink your adult drinks in a cup. Yeah. Thank you, East African, for that. I like that question. Can I take adult drinks in a glass? Yes, you can take adults drink in a glass, but don't come here with your bottle of like wine just because you bought it in France and you want to show it off. I know East Africa. I know you like showing off. East Africa, I know you like showing off the kind of drinks and expensive drinks you take, but please don't come with your expensive drinks on the live stream. Put your adult drinks in a cup, and just come and drink like the rest of us, and you tell people you are taking tea. Whether you are getting excited while drinking your tea, that's a different story. But no, you cannot look like you're promoting alcoholism on the live stream. Kids are watching. Kids are watching. Yeah, kids are watching. Yeah, because like, Google, now you don't want me to show off the drink that I was gifted the other day, and I'm like, Redzum, I'm not behind the charts. I'm scanning. I'm skimming. I skim. I don't read charts like Reds. I don't read charts like you. You read everything. I don't. I skim. I skim. I skim. Marcian wants me to talk about reused content. Also, Herald of Mary has asked this question. Okay. So Herald, Mary, can I like share your info? Do you want me to share with the community what happened, or I don't want to like put you in an awkward position? Are you comfortable me to explain to them what happened? If you say no, I will not explain. But Mary, because the only way I can explain, I want to use can I use you as an example? So do I have your permission to discuss? If you say no, it's perfectly fine. If you give me permission, I will discuss. Hey, I see Anas. Anas, welcome. Anas, nice to see you. Anas, I was so happy to see you yesterday. You did a live stream for 8 hours. Welcome back to YouTube. Ramel, welcome back. Ramel, you and Red Room need to be friends. You and Red Room need to be friends. Welcome, Anas. Guys, Anas is one of my exclusive Yoga with Guga channel members, the highest tier of membership, and they've always been very supportive of this channel, and supporting a lot of people in the community, even behind the scenes, without him wanting his name mentioned anywhere. So thank you so much, Ramel, for that 19 months of support, the exclusive Yoga with Goga membership. Thank you so much for that. All right, Mary has given me permission to discuss her business. Okay, Mary has given me permission to discuss her business. So I'm going to explain. What happened to Mary. Let me see that I can open my Instagram. And Marciano is listening. Marciano, I don't know why Marciano is so excited about this topic. Marciano, are you collecting receipts? Why are you so interested in Mary's answer? Okay, let me see whether I have Mary's message, because I need to set context so that you guys can understand what happened to Mary. Herald of Mary, I'm coming to our answer, and I think it may answer a lot of people. Mary, I'm looking for your name, and then I realize you've written to me on Instagram with your real life name, not the YouTube name. So I'm not getting your name there. Uh, let me see. I'll get your message right now. I need to just get, let me give them the, not the receipts, but the context. Yeah. I've gotten Mary's like, I've gotten Mary's thing. And Red Zoom, I think this may be of interest as well. So Mary got a message. Mary got an email from YouTube on, when was this? Let me see. Mary, when was this? Mary, I have your receipts. That's what I'm like, that's what I'm looking for. Mary sent me some message. Mary got an email from YouTube. And I told you guys you have to be checking your email. So this is like a learning moment right here. Trini! Welcome, Trini. Nice to see you, Trini. Thanks so much for coming in. Welcome, Trini. Okay, Mary has given me permission to discuss. Red Zoom, I'm saying you and Anna's TV. You and Anna's TV should be friends. Ramel Brown. Anna's TV, the one, the member who has just given me 19 months of trust. Anna at Anna's 777. You guys need to be friends. You give me the same vibe. He's Jamaican. He's a proper family man. You guys will make amazing friends. I don't know. I feel I feel it. I feel it, Reds. I feel it. Reds. Ramel. Reds, like Ramel reminds me, or like you always remind me of Ramel because you guys have like the same values and stuff. You're kind of the same, minus the hair. Because Reds has a wig going on. Reds has a wig going on, and then Ramel has a Ramel has a clean head. Okay. Don't go and report this live stream as like the disparaging or demeaning people because I gave that as an example. Red Zoom, don't go and report my live stream because I just taught that class. Don't go and use me as an example. He'll go and start reporting this live stream that it shouldn't be monetized because I'm disparaging. He's going to use that as an excuse that he was demeaning me on that live stream. Please demonetize that live stream. He said I have a wig. He doesn't know that I've been growing this hair for I don't know how long. Oh my God. Anyway, back to normal. Okay. Dangulo, welcome, Dangulo. How you doing? Dangulo is saying, hello, big brother. Hello to you, small bro. Welcome. My kid bro is in the building. Thank you so much, Dangulo, for making it. All right, forget about the wig. Let's go to the guys. How comes I only have 41 thumbs ups? Can you give me my 9 thumbs ups? Give me my 9 thumbs ups, or I'm going to hold you hostage on this live stream until I reach 50 thumbs ups. Whether you're going to get your ninjas and whatnot, give me my thumbs ups. I am not leaving this live stream until I have 50 thumbs ups. Give me my thumbs ups. All this talking for 3 hours and then you're not even giving me 50 thumbs ups. What's wrong with you people? Let me put those many ads. Put those many ads on the live stream. Okay. So let me see. And I'll come to those receipts that Fluffy Diva, I know, is very quiet on the chat. I'm coming to your receipts. I know you are thinking I'm going to forget, but let me tell you, when God decides to bless you, when the people are praying for your downfall 2 weeks ago, thinking that you've crashed, God will send them unprecedented crashes that have never been heard of on YouTube. You know, okay. Your mic is chipping. Okay. Let me see. Am I clear? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Am I good? Yeah. Am I good? Look at Fabulous Nuts. Fabulous, I did not mention your name. I'm talking about Fluffy Diva and what happened to her this afternoon. Why are you suspecting yourself? Fabulous, why are you suspecting yourself? Because you are part of the people who are busy posting things. I should like report you guys. I should get your videos demonetized as well. Fabulous, I'm not talking about you now. You see, they will always the evil people will always suspect themselves. I did not even mention her name, and she's already like disclosing how no Goga know it was because we are trying to like. And then I like how everybody is being very cagey about what happened to Fluffy Diva today. Only Auntie gave me the full facts. Everybody else is trying to give me like some politically correct answers. I am going to discuss. I was there. So it was not reported to me. I was on that live stream. I was there the entire time. Even when Miss TikTok came back from hospital, I was there. Even when Red Zoom jumped on the panel, I was there. Even when Local was like there. Even when Fluffy Diva was dancing to her music. Now I hear she's like conveniently sick. She apparently has been conveniently been taken ill, and the husband is here very active on the live stream. Yeah. Oh my goodness. We are going to now she's just watching in the bushes there because nobody understands what happened, and nobody and then I think somebody went and said, I think the president was on your live stream. Now she's just like, oh my god, how does Goga know this? I don't know what happened, but me, I know I was not sent on any raid. I went and just typed on the chat, on the comment section of Big Banana TV, Fluffy Diva raid. I did not see any live stream. So anyway, let me answer Mary, guys. Let me answer Mary. And Mary has given me permission to discuss this. So Mary got an email from YouTube a couple of weeks ago. This was the title of the email. Hi, Mary. We have noticed some issues with your channel. We found that a portion of your channel may not be in line with our YouTube channel monetization policies. And according to the reviewers' feedback, they said the Mary has violated the reused content policy. And then the description section, they say the content is not clearly an original creation of this channel. And then they say your channel is still earning, but will be suspended from the YouTube Partner Program on April 15th, 2026. Can you imagine YouTube is sending you a warning before even they do the action? And then they say, YouTube told Mary, we would like to offer you an opportunity to appeal without any interruption to your monetization for the next 7 days. They gave her 7 days. And then they told her, once your channel is suspended, you won't be able to monetize. You will lose access to monetization tools and features. And then they told her to go to her earn page on YouTube Studio and review the issues. YouTube sent her that email 7 days before. And they put a warning on her earn page that your channel will be suspended from YouTube Partner Program on April 15th if you don't appeal. And then they gave her the option to appeal. And then Mary, of course, appealed. Mary appealed, thinking that she has addressed, what YouTube wanted. And then YouTube sent her another response. YouTube told her, our reviewers have found that your appeal was not successful. You still have the opportunity to reapply for monetization. And then, of course, they suspended her monetization, and they said the appeal did not demonstrate enough value add editing. And they still told her that she has reused content issues. And they told her appeal did not demonstrate enough value add editing. And they say the editing shown in your appeal did not substantially change the original work. And they told her taking someone else's content and making minimal changes is still violative of our reused content policy. And then, of course, she went to reach out to them on X. I don't know, Mary, whether you're able to access them on X, because I think she could not get access to them on X. That is an email that's what happened to Herald of Mary. So she lost her monetization on that basis. So I went to check her channel. And I've had a conversation with Mary on this. I went to check her channel because there's a gentleman who got the same exact warning last year. And the gentleman also appealed. They appealed, and then the appeal was rejected. And then is when they reached out to me. But when they reached out to me, it was a bit too late because I could see why YouTube demonetized him. And I told him, shit, oops, I just cussed. Isht, I wish you like reached out to me before you made that appeal because I can see why they kicked you out of the program. And it was during the loop. You remember the loop videos? It was during the loop videos. And the gentleman had a lot of loop videos, and they all looked like they had the same thumbnail. They all had like almost the same length. YouTube actually told them the same thing about reused content. And I remember telling the gentleman, I can see the reused content just from a casual glance of your channel. This is reused content does not necessarily mean someone's content. Reused content can even be your own content. Even you can reuse your own content. Google is doing a live stream, and then it keeps on using the same live stream. You keep on using the same video for your loops. You keep on using the same picture. You keep on wearing the same outfit on the live stream. It will look like reused content. If I wear this shirt today, this is the same shirt I come to the live stream with on tomorrow. This is the same shirt I come to the live stream with next week. It will look like reused content because you're wearing the same outfit. Sometimes it looks like you're wearing the same the same outfit. So I went and looked at Mary's channel. Can I share Mary's channel here? I think I can. Let me see whether I can pull it up. So I went to check Mary's channel, and I had my opinion. Mary does like her own videos. Mary does her own videos, but I know I think I have a hint why YouTube thinks Mary has reused content. And I told Mary it is the shorts. They caught you on the shorts. They caught you on the shorts because when you look at the shorts, just from a casual glance, the pictures, those pictures, those pictures right there. Just go and look at the thumbnails on the shorts. That right there is what we needed to we need to get rid of, especially the ones that look the same. Mary, you're going to get back your monetization. This happens a lot. This happens a lot because when you listen to Mary's videos and even the shorts, they're not, it's just that you find that maybe the picture she used, but then even whatever she was saying or even the reaction voice was totally different. They're not the same. It is not saying the same thing. It's not saying the same thing. It's not saying the same thing. You will get your monetization back, but we have to do a bit of cleanup on the channel because YouTube is crazy. YouTube can come and look at your channel and think all these things are the same just by looking at the picture. Yet it is totally different because when I play it, they're actually different things. The voice is saying something different. You are saying something totally different on the topic. But when YouTube is reviewing your channel casually, they end up thinking that you just posted the same thing. It happens a lot when you're using pictures. Even if you use your voice, the picture looks like the same video. So you have to totally use different pictures. Because YouTube interpreted it like you are using this, you are just repeating the same thing. Remember, they don't have the time and luxury to go and start looking at them one by one. When somebody comes to your channel, the thumbnail should never look like you're doing the same thing. Always differentiate your channels, your channel thumbnails, your video thumbnails. Always make sure they don't look anywhere the same, because YouTube will interpret that as this is the same thing. Why is Google just doing the same thing? I come and I'm wearing this same outfit. They'll think it's the same thing, like I'm just discussing. So you have to totally make sure that even the thumbnails, reused content can also be found on the thumbnails, guys. So even always make a point to also edit your thumbnails, because thumbnails are the windows to your channel and they're the easiest way to be found and be faulted for reused content. So Mary, we may have to lose a lot of the shorts, but don't worry, the WH from shorts don't count. Live streams, you are safe. And I told you, your live streams are where you get your watch hours. The beauty with your live streams, you are always there talking. You don't do silent live streams. You don't post your picture on a live stream and then you go and sleep. Your live streams are actually interactive, and this is where your watch hours come from. You are very safe on your live streams. You will just have to go and design some very beautiful thumbnails for them before July, so that when you click the reapply button, somebody who comes to your channel will end up thinking that you've done totally new videos on that channel. So the thumbnails have to change the thumbnails have to change on the live streams. But the shorts, let me see that I can share the screen so that you see what I'm talking about. The shorts, even if you try to like edit the content, I don't know whether guys you can see you can see the shorts, you see these pictures. You see the similarities here. This is the source of your problems. These pictures. Are you seeing this? At least I see you've deleted a number, you've gotten rid of a number of them. Are you seeing these two? Yeah, at least now I don't see a number of them repeating. I think you've gotten rid of them or maybe put them on private. So these even if you give it a different context, be very wary of the thumbnails because the thumbnails can be the window to the channel. But I think you've cleaned up. Are you seeing anything that looks similar like these ones? It can be interpreted up as the reused content because the pictures are almost looking similar. Are you seeing the pop here? And then another innovation you can bring in, Mary, is some of these pictures are not are not like your own pictures. You can use AI to generate a semblance of a poop, because some of these may be stock pictures. Stock pictures are pictures that have copyright. Are you seeing these videos look the same? All these videos that look almost the same, you have to get rid of one. Or you go to your shorts and start changing the thumbnails. But shorts are very easy. You can always delete shorts. You can always delete shorts. Shorts, the watch hours from shorts don't really count. But all these shorts that, all these shorts that look like they're the same, you have to make sure that you like revise them. Because I think they caught you on the shorts. And I told you this, they caught you on the shorts. My personal opinion, I'm not an expert. When I looked at your shorts, they looked almost the same and similar. And I think that's where the problem came in. July is not far. July is only 2 months away. Use this moment to clean up your channel. The good thing, your money is going to be intact. Use this as a lesson to just clean up and polish the channel, and also just find out the best practices of doing thumbnails. Use this. I like what Miss TikTok was saying on Sunday, that ever since she was demonetized, she has become a totally different creator. She's seen what is important finally. And she has really improved as a creator. She has learned things that she did not know back then. Use this moment to step up. By the time July reaches, you'll have cleaned up the entire channel. And before you reapply, just ask me and somebody else to just recheck the channel one last time. We see whether there is any problem somewhere, then you can reapply for it. I think they'll get you back your monetization in July. But for now, clean up anything that looks almost the same. In case there are places where the thumbnails are looking the same, just go and edit and things like that. And the community here can also help you look at some of these things to get a second eye on them. But you're definitely going to get back your monetization. But before then, just clean up. Fix these things that are looking problematic. In case there are pictures that you normally use, your voice alone is not enough. Red Room here will tell you for free, your voice alone is not enough, because anything that looks like your bulk uploading on YouTube, it is spam for them. It is inauthentic content for them. They will demonetize you for it. So use this moment to just clean up the channel. It will be well. It will be well. So I think you are in very capable hands. Even if you're using your voice alone, YouTube has to, and I like how you see what they tell you, it is not enough for them. They want, in case you really have to use something, even if you are explaining something about the Pope, you have to totally change the context. Anytime you are reacting with reaction videos is very difficult because reaction videos are the biggest culprits of reused content policy. Your reaction video has to look like it's so new that even the person who goes and watches the original video cannot see any similarity. If Goga was reacting to Fluffy Diva's alleged crash this afternoon, and I was to go and pick Fluffy Diva's video on how she crashed over at Big Banana, I have to make sure that my reaction is so original that even if Fluffy Diva was to come and rewatch me reacting to her video, she will just think the video is actually Goga's. It's not even mine. Goga is actually reacting to me, but I'm not even feeling bad because he has totally changed the context of the video that it looks original as his own. He just got ideas from my video to do that video. That is how reaction videos work. And I always say reaction is very sensitive content. In case you are going the reaction route, you have made peace with the fact that you can be demonetized anytime. You have made peace with the fact that you can get a copyright strike anytime from the original owner of the picture, of the video, of the image. You have made peace with all these things. Use this moment to like refine yourself. Marciano was asking a question. In case you are demonetized, do you lose your watch hours? No. You will not lose your watch hours unless, Marciano, I hope you are listening to this part. You will not lose your watch hours unless, thank you so much, LP. I really appreciate and love seeing you. Thank you so much. Mwah. Thank you so much, LP. And guys, if you don't have LP Dimension, that is another channel that needs to get to 1K, hopefully by the end of the year. Natechovi, welcome. You are not going to lose your watch hours unless the live streams are the source of the problem. And here is where most people go wrong. When we get a demonetization warning, what do most of us go and do? We go and delete our live streams because we think it's the problem. The problem with reused content, you never know. The YouTube will never tell you which particular content you reused. So what do content creators do? You all run to your studio and you do a purge. Mistake number one, never must delete videos. Never must delete videos on your channel. If you want to delete videos on your channel, delete at least not more than 10 videos a day. Never must delete videos on your channel. YouTube will flag that activity. You can edit. You can edit videos though. Editing videos is easier than must deleting. And that is why, in case you think that there's a live stream that has gotten you reused content, go and edit that video. Don't delete it yet. Because most of us go and must delete the live streams. And then after 2 days, YouTube updates this analytics, and then you realize you've lost your watch hours. Why? Because if you go and delete all these live streams, the watch hours are tied to the live streams. After 2 days, YouTube will update the studio. You will lose those watch hours. So if you went and deleted like over 20 live streams, and let's say a live stream was giving you like a minimum of 20 watch hours, those are live streams deleted. Those are watch hours lost. Can you edit a live stream? Yes, you can edit a live stream. I've taught this class before. You can edit a live stream. Welcome to the academy, Mary. Mary, we've taught these things before. You can edit a live stream. It's very easy. Let me see where I can demonstrate. You can edit a live stream. Guys, let me know whether you can see my screen, because I know sometimes when you're sharing the screen, it has this habit of not. This is how you edit a live stream. Never must delete anything. Just come to the, I hope you guys can see. I hope it's not a dark screen. Just come to and pick any of the, let me go and pick the old live stream from Sunday. Click on the pencil. When you click on the pencil, come to the editor. come to the editor here. In case you are doing a loop video, for example, you can come and trim a live stream. Are you seeing that part? Click on that trim part. When I click on trim, I can actually edit. If this live stream is too long, I can edit. I can just come and cut it here. I can come and reduce it here. And you'll find that if the live stream was 3 hours, it will even reduce to be 1 hour. You can edit a live stream and then you save. It is possible. You can edit live streams and stuff. You can cut parts, you can do things. That is how you edit a live stream. So in case like if it was a loop video, and let's say the loop clip was like 22 minutes, and YouTube tells you that you have reused content, don't go and delete that live stream. Go and edit that live stream back to 2 minutes. Click on the pencil, come to your editor, clip that video, trim it back to 2 minutes. If the loop clip was 2 minutes, clip it back to 2 minutes, reduce it to like 2 minutes, because that is the original video. Yeah. So trim it as opposed to deleting. And that's why they tell you can edit, you can do these things, you can do those kind of things. Don't mass delete videos on the channel. Don't mass delete videos on the channel. So part of you cleaning up the channel sometimes means you have to trim the videos, especially if you think there is something that kept on happening on the screen that looks like reused content. If you did a live stream today and you do a live stream tomorrow and they look the same, that is reused content. You need to get rid of one. But if you have like done the same live streams like for a span of 1 month and it's the same thing, that is reused content. That is reused content. You are using the same thing to generate a video. YouTube finds that very lazy. And even if it is your own content, it is reused content. It is reused content. Like, you have to be honest. I always tell you guys, you have to be honest with yourself on YouTube. If you know there's a content that you did and even you, your soul has refused. Even you, your soul has refused, and even your soul is telling you, my daughter, my son, that is not your content. That is your content, yes, but you have repeated it several times. Don't mass delete, but find a way of getting rid of them, because this is how problems normally start. But don't go and delete all your live streams because you're not so sure where the problem is. Figure out where you think the problem is. Assess them, edit the ones that need to be edited. You can add things like blurring. You can add audio where there was no audio and things like that. You can do all those things on a live stream and then you save. That is how you go about it. That's how you go about it. In most cases, the WH remains intact, by the way. I've never seen, like, when we edited, let me not say his name, when you edited Mr. X's live streams, the watch hours remained. The only problem is that they stopped doing the only watch hours he lost were the videos we had to delete because they were all looped. All of them were looped. So we had to like make sure that the videos that were looped, they all had to go. And even him, I told him, let's not delete these things. They're like, we have to delete like 28 videos. Let us delete them like, let's delete 5 a day. So we structured a plan. So every day I told him, delete these 5. Then for the following day, deleted 5, like that. So never must delete videos. Look at them. Sometimes some of them don't need to be deleted. Sometimes some of them just need to be edited. Yeah. Even uploaded video, you can edit. You can edit even uploaded videos. I've taught this class before. Remember, a live stream, when a live stream ends, it becomes a video. Even a video can be edited. You can trim, but you can trim, I hope you can see on the screen. You just come and use the same thing. Editor. Just come and use editor. I hope you guys can see the screen. Just go to a video on your studio, click on editor. You can edit. You can edit. Evangelisandra says, I deleted shorts. Even shorts, just be careful. Don't delete, don't make it a mass delete event. You'd rather put all these videos in private, put all of them, make them private first. Make all these videos private. The watch hours will be removed the moment you make a video private, because watch hours normally have to be public. Make all the videos private, and then you can structure a deleting plan. Make them private, wait for 48 hours so that you see how many watch hours you've lost by making things private, and then now you work from there. But the problem is that most of us, when we get reused content, we run to the studio and then we start deleting everything. And that becomes the problem. Put them all in private, and then you edit them while they're in private, and then you see which one you're going to keep, which one you're going to and you can use the editor, which one you're going to keep, which one you're going to bring back to public, and so on and so forth. And the moment you bring back the moment you bring back a live stream in public, the watch hours are restored. Let me explain that point very clearly when you get seen me. If you have a video that is private, let me use a live stream. If you have, like, let's say, like 10 live streams that are private, okay, let's say Mary did some live streams, and she decides, because YouTube has decided to demonetize her because of reused content. Mary decides to put her 10 live streams into private, and let's say these 10 live streams gave her like 1000 WH. In each live stream she got like 100 WH. I'm just giving an example. If Mary had 10 live streams that gave her 100 WH each, and then she decides to put them all in private, she's going to lose 1000 watch hours. Why? Watch hours, it's public watch hours. A video has to be public for watch hours to count. So never delete things immediately, because sometimes you want to like put them on private first to see how many watch hours you're going to lose if those videos were ever to be deleted. But remember, they're going to be in private. If you notice that the watch hours are so many and you're like, oh my God, these are a lot of watch hours, now you start working on which one you think is problematic. If you notice like 8 of those live streams are clean and they don't have problems, bring them back public. You'll have restored 800 watch hours. That's how it works. You can mask private videos because private videos are still existing. They have not been deleted. They're in your studio. You can unlist. If you make a video unlisted, it's like private. You also lose the watch hours. If you make them private, if you unlist, you're going to if you make them members only, the watch hours is not going to count. It is treated as these videos are not public. So anytime you hear watch hours, think public. You only get watch hours because the watch time is public. And that is why when you put your videos on private and then you give YouTube like 24 to 48 hours to process it, you will know how many watchers you're going to lose in case you're ever to delete those videos. And then most people, I think, would do that. Reality sets in and they're like, I cannot afford to lose all these watch hours. Let me return some of these videos that I think are clean. Okay, that's the logic behind WH. Yeah. But don't mass delete. Never do that. That is like suicide on YouTube. YouTube hates mass deleted videos because some people even get shadow bans for that mass deleting of videos. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. A lot of people on YouTube actually are against mass deleting videos, but because most of us, when we get demonetized, we panic and then we go and delete everything that we think is a problem. And YouTube will never tell you what is reused content. It will never tell you, hey Goga, this video you reused it from this one. No, it will not tell you. So it's like you're guessing. It's like you're guessing. Thank you so much, Juba. Appreciate you as well. Juba, I hope I see you on live stream soon. I hope I can catch you on live soon. Dero Travels, nice to see you. How are you doing, Dero? Thanks so much for coming in. Marciano says, I deleted 6 AI shots the same day. Oh, 6 is okay. Just don't delete more than 10 things in a day. 6 is okay. 6 is decent. No one, 6 is decent. 6 is okay. They always say the best practice is not to delete more than 10, not to delete more than 10 things. Yeah. You can structure the deleting. You can structure the deleting. I hope that's okay. David is asking Chef Z, do you have okra in your videos? Oh my God, David, this is harassment. We just talked about this. David, this is bordering on harassment. YouTube will not monetize my content when you harass people on the live stream about okra. That's bordering on harassment. Oh, shadow banning. It's a theory. Shadow banning, YouTube does not like admitting that they shadow ban channels. We'll talk about shadow banning one day. Being shadow banned is you post content, your channel it's not being pushed. It's not being pushed anywhere. You start a live stream, notifications are not being sent out. But it only happens, it's a theory that a lot of people have confirmed that it happens, especially after you do something, after you repeatedly do certain things that YouTube does not like, they shadow ban your channel. Because either they think you're spamming the platform, or either they think you're misusing the platform, or something like that. Or even if you have like the best people, the biggest victims of shadow bans are people who use bots. Like, for example, when you use bots to, bots, yeah? When you use bots to drive traffic to a live stream so that it looks like you have 1,000 people watching you, and you make it a habit, YouTube will shadow ban your channel for that activity, especially when they realize that you have bots that spam your channel to create an impression that you have traffic or engagement going on your channel. They normally don't like that activity because they think you're manipulating, you're trying to game their system. So anytime you post a video, they will never push it. You'll not even bother getting even a single view. People are not getting notifications. People don't even know that you are live. People don't even know that you uploaded a new video. People don't even see your shorts. You post a short today, you are stuck at 3 views, and probably it's because you kept on rewatching yourself several times. So it's not a confirmed theory. They always deny it, but a number of people agree that sometimes they do that. Sometimes they stop you from, they stop pushing your channel, and that's what some people call shadow banning. So normally when you notice that your channel is not moving, and you've been doing you'll always know if you've been doing some very shady things, you will notice that your channel is not moving anywhere. It's not moving anywhere. Like you post videos, they're not being pushed. That is an example of a shadow ban channel. It's a reality. A lot of content creators that I watch, that I respect, actually say that it's a true thing. But YouTube, of course, will never admit it directly. But there's a way they know how to do it, and there's a time you'll know that the shadow ban has been lifted because you'll see how the progress is moving. They do it for they'll ban you for like a few months, because remember, YouTube knows how to monitor activities of content creators. They know everything that you do, so they can tell whether you're trying to game the system or something like that. They know those activities. So I hope I've explained it, but they'll never admit that shadow banning is a real thing. Even when you Google, you'll not find it like a real thing, and even people don't like saying that word. People don't like saying the word shadow ban because they think it's almost like an illegal word to say on YouTube. But because YouTube has refused to be that, they don't shadow ban anything. But everybody knows that they stop pushing content when you do certain things. Hey, Service Mix Up Kitchen, sorry, Service Out Kitchen TV. Welcome, Miss Service. How are you doing? Welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. We're just about to close this down. Have I answered your questions, guys? Thank you so much, Mary, for the question and giving me permission to discuss your issue to help other people learn. So, Mary, we have to clean up the channel before July. A lot. Oh, Mary, go to your analytics. You will see how many watch hours you have. It's because you are fully monetized, so that's why you can no longer see the bars. Go to your analytics. You'll see how many watch hours you have. Click on your analytics. Let me see that I can share my studio so that you see what I'm talking about. Go to your dashboard. Let me see that I can share my screen. Go to your dashboard, click on analytics. Let me confirm that I don't have any scenes that you will see when I click and show you. Click on your analytics and then you will see your WH. You will see your WH as the last 365 days. Go to your dashboard. You have to do this on, you can even do it on your phone. Go to your dashboard, click on analytics, select watch hours, filter them for the last 365 days because watch hours are only valid for 1 year. The watch hours that count should be the last 365 days. Those are the only watch hours that count. The others have expired. Don't count the others. If your watch hours for the last 365 days are still above 4,000, you are good. If they are less, keep doing live streams. Don't stop. That's another mistake that most of us normally make. When you get demonetized, don't stop doing live streams, especially if the watch hours are reducing. There's a lady who stopped doing live streams when she was demonetized. She came to me the other day and I told her, why do you not do live streams? Because you're complaining about your watch hours reducing because you stopped doing live streams. She got demonetized, she got discouraged, she left YouTube for like 2 months. The watch hours started reducing. So she got to a point where her watch hours are totally gone below 4K. And now she has to like build back the watch hours again before she reapplies for monetization. So don't stop working because you are demonetized. You have to like keep streaming to make sure that the watch hours stay up. Okay, because you always want to keep the watch hours for the last 365 days above 4,000. Always keep it above 4,000. And how do you do that? You have to show up. It is sad, yes, you've lost your monetization that you worked so hard, but there is hope. You are still monetized. It's just that YouTube is trying to clean up things on your channel. You will get back your monetization. So cry. Once you finish crying, get your handkerchief, wipe your tears, and get back to work because you're still committed to the cause. And then treat this as a lesson. I think I've hung around a lot of people are demonetized that I think I always see it. Even if I got demonetized today, I'll never feel bad, but I'll just feel horrible that, oh no, I'm no longer in the YouTube partner program. But I think people get back their monetization. It is not a death sentence. Because it's because it's happening to you for the first time, you feel it's a death sentence. It is not a death sentence. It is just YouTube is trying to like safeguard its platform. So just comply. At the end of the day, it's their platform, their rules. The best you're just a player within this platform. So just do whatever it is that they want to do and then get back your monetization and then keep doing business with them. That's literally it. So lifetime count? No. Lifetime watch hours don't count, Evangelist Sandra. Lifetime watch hours don't count. Always check the watch hours for the last 365 days. You lose watch hours every day. The most relevant watch hours are usually the last. Let me tell you. Let me check my lifetime watch hours. There are so many. My watch hours as a lifetime for the last since I started my YouTube channel. I have over 50,000 watch hours in the lifetime of my channel. 50,000 watch hours. But in the last 365 days, I have 8,000 watch hours. So that tells you 45,000 watch hours are invalid. They will never count towards my monetization. So don't be counting your lifetime watch hours thinking that you are safe. No. What I normally tell content creators is this. I have 8,000 watch hours that are valid for 365 days. I can afford to actually be out of YouTube for a year and I will not be demonetized. I can actually afford. You want to afford such a luxury. If anything ever happened to you and you have to be out of YouTube for a year, will you come back and still be monetized? Or do you lose your watch hours completely and be thrown back to like start looking for watch hours? So always have the luxury that you can leave YouTube for a year and come back and you still have your dollar sign. and monetization on. And that means you have to keep your watch hours above 4,000. Always keep it above 4,000. At any particular time, keep your watch hours above 4,000. Even if you're a monetized channel, just go to your analytics, keep it above 4,000. When you notice it is reducing, you go and adjust. You either come and do more live streams, post more videos, do something that will create more engagement, just to make sure that they are always above 4K. What about the money I have there? Will I have it back? Yeah, maybe your money will be intact. You can even get a refund. Even if you close your AdSense now, they will refund you your money. Yeah. AdSense normally refunds if so long as you have over $10 on AdSense and you don't have any infractions or any holds on AdSense, they can refund you that money. But because you're not closing your AdSense account, you're just temporarily stopped from getting that money. The money will be intact when you get back your monetization. That's why you keep working. Keep working. It will come back. It will come back. Yeah. Mary says, Google, you just talked like my husband. Demonetization is not a death sentence. It is just a process that you unfortunately you have been subjected to. So let's just fix the problems. Mary, you will be back to business in no time. But I know it can be very devastating. It is very sad, but it's their platform. It's their platform. They decided not to listen to your appeal. Let us fix the problems first, and then we get back into business, which is only in the next 2 months. April is already over. We're already on the 23rd of April. May and June, you only have 2 months to get your act together. We will set you straight. I will tell you where the problems are. From my personal opinion, you fix your problems and then change the thumbnails for the live streams, remove a few shots here that don't make any sense. They almost look the same. You'll be back in business by July. Trust me. Yeah. You'll be laughing at this conversation in July when you get back your monetization. You'll be like, Goga, what was all that drama about? Yeah. Diesel, not Diesel. I meant Cuddles. Cuddles is in the building. Guys, I'm half asleep. I need to go. Johnny Small Paper in the building, one of my managing mods as well. Thank you so much, Cuddles. Nice to see you as always. Thank you so much for that. All right. You will laugh at this moment in 3 months. You'll be like, what was that drama about? People get back their monetization. It's a lot of people in the community have gotten back their monetization. But of course, in the moment, it's very painful. It's very sad. You feel like the world is against you. It's just a whole lot of things. But you will get it back. You will get it back. Evangelisandra, stop counting your money. Stop counting your lifetime watch hours. Count your watch hours as a 365 days. They're the most relevant. Yeah. Service says, surprisingly, I have 19,000 watch hours for 365 days. Exactly. Service can afford to be out of YouTube even for 2 years. So long as she just uploads a short after every 6 months, because if you don't upload anything for 6 months, they will demonetize you. She just needs to throw a short in there, do a community post in there, share somebody out. Then she can even if she does not post anything for like 2 years, she'll be fine. She'll be fine. Yeah. So treat this as learning, Mary. You'll be fine. Honestly, you'll be fine, and you're in a very good community. People will just be laughing. People have been laughing about their demonetizations here and there, but they're putting in the work. They still show up. Red Room and Miss TikTok being the latest examples, and they keep showing up. They work hard as if they're monetized, because the moment they stop, they will lose momentum. So don't wallow in self-pity. Fix the problems that you think is the problem. There are those things that even knew that these pictures are not mine. Those things that give you those things that make you start doubting the content. Those are the problematic videos that you need to remove. But again, put them all in private and then structure the deletion process so that you don't do a mass delete. You have 2 months to fix this issue. July 21st is only in the next almost 2 months. Allow me to leave it at that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been good. I will see you on Sunday. On Sunday, we are going to be joined by Melissa Dice, your home diva, who will be my the final guest for the month of April. I hope you'll have that. I hope you'll get the time to join her on Sunday. We are going to discuss a lot of things, including her craft, dressings, family, a lot of things. A lot of things. Melissa is a good one and a solid one, and I think a number of you are like connected to Melissa. So Melissa is our Sunday service guest. Please make sure that you check her out. I've already scheduled the live stream, and it's going to be an amazing conversation. Hey, Omaya Girls, welcome, Omaya. Nice to see you. That is my YouTube mentor, guys. Omaya Girls is my YouTube mentor. She's the woman who taught me how to do live streams. I did not know how to do live streams. I never even used to know what those are. Omaya Girls, thank you so much for. I always have to give credit to my mentors. Omaya Girls is my mentor on YT. She's the one who taught me how to do live streams and make sure that people are engaged. How is all the way in Ireland? So thank you so much, Omaya Girls. I appreciate you as always. Right. Habi saying, Goga, my channel is 2 months old. My lifetime is 2,590. All of that counts only for YouTube to catch up on the earn section. Yes, absolutely. And it's because you're not yet, let me see. If your channel is only 2 months old and you've not yet accumulated the watch hours, so you know they normally take 5 days to update. In that case, there's usually a delay of 5 days if you're not yet a monetized channel to get the watch hours updated. So, but yes, they will catch up. They will catch up. That's good. So you have like how many? You have 410 WH to go for you to get half monetization. Hub. You have 410 WH left only. Keep pushing harder. Keep pushing harder. You're almost there. You're almost there, and then they'll give you your half monetization, and then you can work towards your full monetization. Mary, you're in capable hands. We will navigate this together. Don't stop doing live streams. Don't stop doing live streams. Keep doing live streams. Bring that man that I once called a priest, and I got into trouble here with the community because I called a married man a priest, and some people could just not let it go. Yeah, let the priest keep coming, not the priest, let the man keep coming in there, whether people think he's a priest or not. Let him keep you busy, because that is part of keeping the watch hours up. But don't delete any major live streams. I don't think the live streams have a problem. The live streams just need like the titles, the thumbnails to be changed, and the titles, so that it looks like they're different live streams. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. This was fun, but allow me to love and leave you at this particular point. I will see you on Sunday. I will discuss the receipts of Fluffy Diva on Sunday. These receipts were not meant to be discussed today. I'm sleepy, so I cannot even coordinate my speech half the time. So that's usually a good sign for me to leave the live stream, because I'm half asleep. I will see you on Sunday with Melissa, but of course, before then, I will see you on your own channels. I will supporting you in the bush or not, or even on the videos. But yes, I will see you on Sunday. Let me set up the raid. I see who is live right now so that we can go there. Raid command. Nightbot, please give me the raid command. Thank you. Nightbot is going to drop 3 purple hearts. We will pick Fluffy Diva's receipts on Sunday. I know she's going to think I've forgotten. The problem with the president is that I don't forget my receipts. So, Fluffy Diva, whether you are sick or not, I will remember these receipts. Okay, good night. Thank you so much, Simone. Good night as well. Good night, everyone who is guys. I know it's like daytime for some people, but it is like 10 minutes to midnight in Kenya. So allow me to say good night. But before I say good night, I am not leaving. The people who celebrated my downfall. See God. See God. And thank you so much, Auntie, for the receipts. I have taken screenshots. I will share them on Sunday. I will share them on Sunday when I'm discussing those receipts. You better pray. You better pray that. No, thank you so much, Kevnish. I appreciate that. You better pray that I don't forget, because I have taken screenshots and I have them on my computer. I will remember, unless Melissa totally distracts me and I forget. Unless Melissa's interview goes longer, These receipts have to be discussed. Something happened today. It may not have been a crash, but something happened today when Fluffy Diva ended her live stream. And nobody is willing to tell me the truth. I am going to like make sure I milk this to my advantage. Fluffy Diva has been very quiet in this live stream. Even the husband came and I think Fluffy says, "Husband, can you stop me? Don't be in the bush. Let Goga not see us there because he's going to remember." I am not going to discuss this business, but I know on Sunday she'll think I've forgotten. I will remember this. I have taken screenshots. Something happened today that was not a crash, it was unprecedented. But God has answered my prayers. Those people who prayed for my downfall, the president to crash. God will reward you with unprecedented crashes that have never been seen on YouTube. That is what happened today. People will not even know how to explain it. Mhm. That is what happened today. I serve a living God. Okay, turn to your neighbor and tell them, neighbor, may your enemies who pray for your downfall on YouTube be located with unprecedented crashes. Okay, guys, I need to stop. I need to stop. I'm half asleep. I need to stop. Let me see who to read. I need to stop. I need to stop this madness because I know she's having a fit wherever she is. Miss TikTok, I hope Miss TikTok you get better soon. I know you're watching as well. Miss TikTok, please get better soon. I know she was hospitalized. Um, and I saw she came back. She was discharged this morning. So Miss TikTok, I hope you get better soon. Um, you know we love you, Miss TT. So yeah, please get better soon. Redirect. And I know you've been trying to laugh. Please get better. Stop laughing. Don't be collecting receipts here because I know you're always collecting receipts. Yeah. All right. Hey, Kathleen's place is live. Oh my God. I'm so tempted to like go to the scene of crime. Guys, what, do you want to go to Kathleen or do you want to go to Dero Travels? These are both previous crash sites. People have crashed flights in these places before. You choose either Kathleen's place or Dero Travels. Kathleen, Dero Travels. They are both live. These have all been crash sites before and no fly zones. And don't go and type a lot of emojis on Kathleen's place. You'll be timed out. Don't listen to Auntie. Don't listen to Auntie. Auntie is misleading you people. Don't go and type a lot of emojis. Just type Gogarade 3 purple hearts and leave it at that. And don't type in capital letters because people are timed out there the other day. Don't listen to that lady tell you when she's looking for receipts. Let me say that let me confirm that these people are live so that I don't send you on Kathleen's place. Okay, let me see. Oh gosh, I don't know what's happening with studio nowadays. It's such a mess. Let me see. So Dero Travels. Dero Travels is where I crashed the flight. Oof. Even me, even I have PTSD. But because it's growing, he has 749. He has 749 subscribers. Okay, I think it's a safe bet. He has 749 subscribers. And Kathleen, you see Kathleen's place? Kathleen has, let me see Kathleen's place. I just don't want, Kathleen has 6 people watching. And Kathleen has, oh, Kathleen has somebody on the panel. This night, let me say the Nightbot is up. I don't see Nightbot. Kathleen. We go type. We just go. Oh, it's alive. I will send you to Kathleen's place because that's what has been recommended. Kathleen's place. Save. And she's with I don't know if that is she has company on the panel. Oh yeah, she's with her husband. Let us go and make them happy. Kathleen is with the husband on the panel. Tribe Goga, please behave. Tribe Goga, please behave because I know you people. When you start seeing people's husbands, it become you like collecting receipts. Kathleen is with her husband. When you land there, please behave. Okay, and don't type a lot of emojis. We may be timed out. Just type Gogarid, Gogarid, Gogarid. If you type many emojis, you're going to be timed out by Nightbot. It's going to be a crash. And don't type in capital letters. Just type Gogarid, Gogarid, and that's it once. And then now the rest we can say we at least we jumped there. So I've selected Kathleen's place. The changes are saved. Have a lovely rest of the day, wherever you are. If it's nighttime, have a good night. I will see you on the YT streets. God bless you, everyone. Bye, guys. And enjoy your flight over to Kathleen and the husband. Oh, they're looking so adorable. Okay, guys, let's go collect receipts. Please behave. Behave, behave, behave. Don't type a lot of emojis, you'll be timed out. Don't type in capital letters, you'll be timed out. I am just going to type my command once to create the purple hearts. All right. And please behave. People are with their husbands. Don't start asking for receipts. So, because I know you people, where did you meet? Who proposed? Yeah. Tribe Goga. They are notorious for collecting receipts. Okay, guys, take care of yourselves.